What's going on, Drinking Buddies? Brand new one coming right at you. But real quick, you know what time it is. Time for a word from our sponsors, those fine folks. First and foremost, we are brought to you by the video versions of It Now We Drink. The video versions are available on Vimeo, on demand, at www.anwd.net/videos. Individual episodes are 99 cents a piece, or you can stream everything for $6 a month. So once again, catch all the madness in full HD at www.anwd.net/videos. We are also brought to you this week by our friends at Vinyl Me Please. Vinyl Me Please is the Record of the Month Club, the best damn Record of the Month Club. In fact, every month, Vinyl Me Please features one album that is essential to the modern vinyl collection. Each record is pressed exclusively for Vinyl Me Please and has features you can't get anywhere else. Things like bonus tracks, inserts, color variants, and comes packaged with a 12x12 album-inspired art print and custom cocktail pairing recipe. Can't beat it. Rad vinyl, awesome art, and new cocktail recipes. All things that I'm super into, and I hope you are too. And Vinyl Me Please isn't like Record of the Month clubs of old. It's month to month, no strings attached, cancel anytime. So if you want to start getting brand new vinyl today, go to www.joinvmp.com/ANWD. Once again, that is www.joinvmp.com/ANWD. We are also brought to you this week by our friends at Loot Crate. Loot Crate is a monthly mystery crate that delivers the best in geek and gaming gear. From collectibles, apparel, tech gadgets, art, and other epic gear. It's like Comic-Con in a box. For less than $20 a month, you get 68 items that include licensed gear, apparel, collectibles, unique one-of-a-kind items, and more. You'll have till the 19th at 9 p.m. Pacific to subscribe to receive that month's crate. Otherwise, when the cutoff happens, that's it. It's over. Never to be seen again. And by supporting Loot Crate, of course, you support It Now We Drink. So sign up today at www.trylootcrate.com/ANWD and enter the code BRIDGE10 to save 10% on any new subscriptions. Last but not least, we are brought to you by our friends at Laughable. Laughable, the OG sponsor, is still the best damn podcast app in the world. iOS users, Laughable is no longer free. But for a measly $2 a month, you can have the best damn podcast app out there. And your hard-earned money, that measly $2, less than the cost of a cup of coffee, brings additional features and exclusive content to Laughable. Go download it from the App Store today. Get the highest-rated, best-reviewed podcast app out there. Laughable. This week's guest is the owner of Fist Pump Films, making his second appearance on the podcast, the one, the only Jonny Gash. So sit back, relax, pop a cold one, and enjoy this super silly episode.
Action, ladies and gentlemen.
Action. Jonny fucking Gash, what's going on? Welcome back.
I'm drinking 5 fingers of vodka. That's a bold-faced lie. This is water.
Yeah. Jonny's sober for some reason. I wouldn't have invited him on if I had known that shit.
The thing is, I'm sucking on this lovely ring hair, and I've decided while sucking on it, while you were doing your setup, that if sucking dick was like sucking a fucking ring pop, I'd be really good at it. That's just my theory.
You're only good with micropeens, huh?
Oh my god, I'd be amazing with if micro penises tasted like blue raspberry fucking like things. I'd be amazing at giving head.
I'm sure they could with the right fucking combination of things on the dick.
I feel like if you did that though, it'd be like a prime, suspect of a yeast infection, like concoction waiting to happen. It's like, hey, do you want to have sex and a fat yeast infection?
Oh, I mean, you're just sucking dick. You're not going to let them fuck you in the ass with it.
I mean, $20 is $20.
So, man, your rates have really gone up.
Recession, if you set your rates low enough, you get more people. If you set your rates high, you just get one. So how would you learn?
I'm glad you finally came to that realization. You finally found your calling in life.
I did.
Sucking micropene.
Well, hey, come here. Out. That's my dog.
And he's not referring to some girl that he has recently hired. It's an actual dog.
This is my actual dog. Her porn name is Waffles.
Yeah, He's not in some weird, daddy fucking sub situation going on in my apartment.
No, I just didn't want to give away the real identity of my dog.
In case they look it up.
She has an alter ego. Yeah. Just like all of us. My real name is not Johnny Cash also.
It's not?
No, it's not. No. It's,
Holy shit.
It's Liam McTaggarty.
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
I thought it was Conor McGregor.
No, he's too tall.
He's only like 5'9".
Well, he's, stronger.
Yeah, and he'll definitely punch you if you don't drink his whiskey.
That's true. But you have to be like a 67-year-old man.
I don't know. Have any young dudes turned down drinking his whiskey?
I mean, it's rubbish whiskey. Sorry, Connor, it's horrible. It's bad.
I'm waiting to watch you just get punched in the face on YouTube. It'll be
Oh
great.
my God, I'll be so famous. I'll be so famous. I fall down and be like, oh, jeez, I'm rich. It'll be terrible.
Like your production company, all of a sudden the budget just goes through the roof.
Oh my God, it'd be like, oh, just dreaming about life,
Oh my God, the quality of your porn after that punch.
Oh, it's gonna be so good. It'd be like, I'd have to change the company name to oldmentakinafall.com.
Well, it would give a new meaning to fist pump.
Totally would, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's so many jokes I want to make, but they're so inappropriate. I'm not going to do it.
They're inappropriate for this show.
They're inappropriate for everything.
That I don't believe you. I do not believe
I'll tell
it.
you when we cut. I'll tell you when we cut.
Cut?
Are we cut it?
Oh yeah, we cut.
I don't believe you. I'll tell you when you closed off all of your fucking setups before I get vilified on Twitter tomorrow for just saying terrible shit.
Oh, it'll be a couple of weeks. This isn't live.
Oh, yeah, I think you said that to me last time, and I was really excited about my voice. And then
You're like, I got all this shit going that is happening tomorrow. Oh fuck.
do you remember last time when I made you wanted to take photos and I didn't even let you do that? You had to take a photo of the back of my shirt. What
Yeah.
a fucking
Yeah.
asshole. What kind of asshole does that to you?
You apparently.
Me, yeah.
I'm super looking forward to the post-production work of blurring out your face in every shot.
I can't wait. Just leave the mustache out.
It'd just be floating mustache.
So I look like Dirty Sanchez from Lucha Vavoom.
Oh my God. I'm just going to Photoshop Dirty Sanchez
Just like,
and a sombrero.
Exactly, just have my little bit of poo that I throw across the room just for like effect.
Oh, as soon as your dog shits on the floor, I'm sure that's happening.
Hey, it's a YouTube thing, send it to a fan.
They'll be into it.
Totally into it. Totally into it.
Excuse me. I'm drinking fucking White Claws again because fuck you, Rocky Emerson. This is all your fault.
Well, the fact that you chose natural lime is a real letdown as well.
I'm drinking raspberry first.
Oh, raspberry cherry. The only good flavor of that is cherry.
Drank all those already.
What's your second favorite? Grapefruit.
Raspberry.
Okay. Is that strawberry or raspberry?
Raspberry.
Nice, yeah.
I don't think they make a strawberry. I'm sure the audience super cares about flavors of White Claw.
They do make a grapefruit.
I know. I have some of those in the fridge. Would you like one with your ring pop?
No, I don't actually. I don't because it has a little bit of alcohol in it. I don't want it. I came on and now you drink water because you stay hydrated like a hydrated bitch, like they say online. I'm just a poster child for health and kids and thinking.
Sure.
With clarity.
When I think Johnny Gash, I think clarity and sobriety.
Totally. Those are the two things that I just exemplify.
And abstinence.
Abstinence, yeah. Well, virginity really is what it is.
Chastity.
Actually. Yeah, well,
Chastity.
I've decided I've turned over a new leaf. So 2020, the new Roaring Twenties, is going to be about hand hugs. Do you know what a hand hug is?
I'm hoping a hand job.
No. Put your hand up somewhere. Put your hand up because now we're on film. Put your hand. No, the other hand. Yeah, no, straight. There you go. Now wrap your thumb around. There's a hand hug. Yeah.
Wow. That is
This is just chastity as they come.
I feel like my testosterone levels just plummeted, and
That's
I feel
weird. That's because I came actually when I felt the warmth of your hand wrapped around my hand and your thumb pulsating against the back of my hand.
my tits just grew a bit.
I came.
I just grew a full cup size.
I actually wanted to lick more of my ring pop, but I came so hard that my mouth is dry.
Well, a refreshing White Claw will help with that.
White Claw, sponsored by all events of Now We Drink. Da, 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 da.
They sponsor the whole porn industry now, don't they?
Or they sponsor like every underage drinker in the United States. And every mum that's like, I'm trying to cut down on my calories.
Well, I've heard that like a couple of the official industry parties were like full just White Claw bars.
It'd be amazing. It'd be amazing.
I think I heard it happened already.
White Claw would be like the new Zima, right?
Yeah,
Right,
yeah. With better marketing.
My mum used to drink Zima. She loved it, and it was horrible. It was a horrible drink.
Yeah, these are not great. But I just decided, you just booked me for a gig tomorrow. So I'm like, oh, no, I'm not drinking a bunch of whiskey.
Well, I mean, jeez, it's only for me, so it's fine. You could come up and be like, oh, jeez, here we go.
It's more the getting to the valley part.
If I don't tell people where I'm shooting.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. You don't live in Porno Valley with the rest of the industry.
No, I don't. I live in Jamaica with real people who,
That don't fuck on film?
No, Jesus, no. Good people. Religious people.
Hey, I'm pretty sure some religious people fuck on film.
Totally. Jesus was a big fucking film type of guy.
Prehistoric,
They had filmed back then, but they lost all the footage. It started again. So it's just horrible.
Could you imagine a porn like talkie where like it has cue cards for like the dialogue?
No, I can't.
Or a non-talk, like a silent porno.
Be like Moses, you like just part the legs instead of the,
It started with the Red Sea. Well, I mean, she could have been on her period. It might have been the Red Sea.
This is too risque for me. I'm going to tone it down and talk about something peaceful and lovely like books.
Or the suicide helpline.
Jesus Christ. We're just taking a turn. I can't hide my face because we're all at films. And I was like, oh, Jesus, what am I going to say? I'm excited and terrified at the same time.
But seriously, aren't you part of the, porn star help hotline?
No, I'm not anymore. I resigned from Pineapple a while back there.
Shows how much research I put into this episode.
Oh,
I also didn't think you were going to show up. So,
oh Jesus! He says that because I only cancelled twice,
three times.
It wasn't fucking 3 times.
It definitely was.
It wasn't 3 times. Once was after Alex Harper's Christmas party, which was like a year ago. Once was recently.
Well, once was
a month ago.
No, last week. You were supposed to come on last Tuesday.
Oh Jesus! Was I really?
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. Yeah. It might have been 3 then.
Yeah. There was the one where you texted me a half hour before call time, like, I haven't left the valley yet.
I'm a terrible person.
Oh, sorry. I haven't left Jamaica yet. My bad.
No, Jamaica, yeah. Jamaica Valley, It's like a very cool place. Very warm.
So yeah, 3 times I didn't do any research or even set up till you showed up.
No. Well, I did this. We had more time to drink, tall glasses of vodka.
It was great. When Johnny walked in, he's like, didn't you just have a bunch of equipment right there? Like, where's your setup? Like, oh yeah, I didn't actually think you were going to show. So
he's like, I'm just going to film 2 hours of you sucking on a ring bob. I'm like, sweet, let's do it. Let's get weird.
The best audio content ever.
It's terrible. You can't even hear yourself.
Oh my God. My audio audience, who is the majority of the people who consume this, will be like, great. We just have a grown Irishman sucking on a blue micropene.
Grown is definitely a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like exaggeration.
You now also have very blue teeth.
Oh yeah.
Well, towards the camera at least.
It's better than the typical yellow that I normally have. So actually, I had green teeth. You'd be like, fuck yes, I look like Shrek.
With a funny mustache.
This is a fucking classy mustache, my friend. I've been tying people to the train tracks since 1925.
You learned from Tim Woodman? That's his...
No, I don't know who that is.
You don't know Woodman, the pro villain?
I don't.
That's his whole thing.
Oh, I do know him. That guy with the long hair. He's a super cool guy. Yeah.
Yeah. He literally has tracks to tie people to.
I know, he's a cool guy. I've only met him a couple of times, but I like him.
He's on the show a couple times. I loved him. But yeah, literally that's his whole bag is tying women to tracks.
Good for him.
So
when they get tight, they're like, the track is vibrating. Should we move? Like, nah, you'll be fine.
You're crowding in on his fucking market.
No, Jesus, I wouldn't dare.
You need a big fucking Snidely Whiplash fucking hat too.
Oh, jeez. I would like that. It would cover my balding hair. Because that's the thing. Like, if you can't grow hair on your head, then facial hair becomes your accessory, really.
You're telling me.
You have a nice head of hair, though.
It's thinning in the front.
It's fine. It's good.
It's good. It's good.
Arby's hat, this is nothing.
Yeah, it's a nihilist Arby's hat.
Do you know what Arby's stands for?
No.
American roast beef, yes, sir.
I don't believe you.
I've heard it somewhere. I believe it.
I was like,
sound it out. Arby's.
No, I was on board for American roast beef, and then
yes, sir. It's country. It's like a cowboy's place. With that.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna fact check you right now.
You should fucking fact check it. Since you didn't do any other fact checking, you might as well fact check this. You fucking bastard. Oh shit! I can't swear because of YouTube, right?
Oh no, we're not on.
Okay.
Oh my God, you're fucking right.
Oh my God, I'm fucking right. That's fucking amazing.
Oh,
that's so good.
That's the only time that's gonna happen tonight.
Oh my God, I'm so fucking spot on. I feel so smart. There you go.
Holy shit!
What a great fucking tagline as well. Whereas like McDonald's is giving America diabetes since 1965.
Oh, wait a minute.
Nope, that's a lie. Fuck.
So Slate.com says that's the thing, but the FAQ at Arby's, does the Arby's stand for Arby as in roast beef? Close, but not quite. It comes from our founders, Leroy and Forrest, the Raffle Brothers, or RB. So
Lame. So what does it really stand for? Arthur, Brian,
no,
Ralph.
the RB is for the
Yars.
founders. So I don't know what the A, the Y, and the S. So you were
That
just
was all of their wives. They're polygamists.
probably. I mean, they are from fucking Ohio. Mm-hmm. They don't have restaurants in Vermont or Rhode Island. Fuck New England.
You know why? Because people in Vermont and where's the other place?
Rhode Island.
Are healthy.
No, they're not.
It could very well be. It could very well be.
Have you ever been to Rhode Island?
I've not actually. I've not.
They have fucking little tiny hot dogs and lemonade and frozen lemonade all the time. No, they're not healthy
What's your
people.
fascination with tiny like bits of meat? So like this was a mini penis, and then you said
Well,
like,
because you were talking about sucking dick. That's where that came from.
I was just offended that you thought I couldn't take a big dick, and it was just only a little dick.
Well, no, you were just into little dick. I'm not saying you can't take a
I just
fucking.
said if it tasted like blue raspberry.
No, we have photo proof you can take a big dick. I mean,
Where I took your microphone.
yeah, that microphone's girthier than any fucking performer I've ever seen.
I don't know. I've seen a couple of performers that look like Sapporo cans, to be fair. Where it's like, you know, my dick looks like a travel size shampoo. Right? It's just like, oh, you'll be clean, but you won't like it. You'll use it all up. It'll be terrible.
Gonna have to ask the concierge for some more.
He'll be like, do you have bratwursts? No, but we have these lovely breakfast sausages. And you're like, I'll take 6.
I'll take the cocktail weenie. Or
We're
wouldn't,
the end of this thing here.
wouldn't it be more culturally appropriate to give them the bangers and mash?
No, bangers and gash.
Oh,
That's
ba-dum-bum.
really good. Yeah, terrible.
Stop sucking on the goddamn ring pop.
So he didn't ask me any more questions. He was just like a momentary pause, and like,
Yeah, it was a momentary pause because I was expecting you to add to the conversation instead of
No,
just sucking on the goddamn ring pop.
I was just getting my licks in, you know.
It's just like,
It's like-
whenever there's a quick pause, it's just like, right in my mouth. I'm just going to let Matt go. And when he shuts up for half a second, just more ring pop.
Exactly, like, and you know that way there's no dead sound space in your film.
Why? Thank you, Johnny.
You're so welcome,
You
Matt
are
Slayer.
the
Shit. Fuck yes. I'm back in it.
You're back in it, Johnny
Back
Cash.
in it. Meanwhile, McGregor was watching this at home, being like, "Fucking kill that guy." I'll be like, "Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. Your whiskey's great."
Let's rewind the tape on that. We have one it's shite, one it's great.
Well, I was obviously like being honest and forthright the whole way through.
Always.
That's
That's
like-
also what you're known for. Chastity, honesty, and forthrightness.
yes, with the ness
Yes.
end of it. Yeah,
Yeah. That's a real word.
it is absolutely like kindfulness or thoughtfulness or happiness,
Happiness isn't a real word.
drunkenness,
That's a real word.
alcoholicness,
Could be.
white clawedness,
Natural lime.
Loch-ness.
Loch Ness. Isn't that Scottish?
It is for giant dinosaur that lives in the lake.
So, Johnny, you
Tell
haven't.
me with your hands up in the air like you just don't care.
That was a visual gag for the people that are not paying for this.
Oh shit! So it's like a private OnlyFans. Is it like if you pay for it, you get to see all of this magic?
Yeah, otherwise you just get to hear it with your ear holes.
Great. Okay, so for like blind people who want to save money, it's the way to go. Yeah,
Yeah, for people that just want to save money, it's the way to go.
cool, awesome.
What have you been up to if you're not saving porn stars' lives?
I was never saving anyone's life.
I don't believe that.
No, I wasn't. Jeez. Well, let's see. I took a little bit of a break to learn how to shoot and be better at what I was trying to do in the first place. I've got a cool shoot coming up that involves an airplane where we're going to kind of like, it's a 0G plane. So we're going to like, do you know how that works?
You're going to vomit comment some people?
Well, no. So yeah, when I first put this out there, because I was like, hey, like, would anyone be interested in shooting? Because I also don't know if it's feasible. So we got a little bit of testing to figure out. Either a hardcore scene or an erotic photography scene in a 0G plane, right? So we have to rent the whole thing out. And I got tons of fucking interest. So like 500 people wrote back and I said to everybody, I was like, fucking reply if you're interested, anyone, right? So I got like, I don't know, a bunch of people at Barn, every different type of performer, trans, male, female, whatever. And then shit tons of people who weren't in porn that were like, oh my God, this is a dream fantasy and fucking great and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, we're going to do a screening at the beginning of December, like a casting call deal, and see who's who. Then who we whittle down from that, we're going to put him in like, I don't know what it's fucking called. It's like an ergonomical fucking NASA sphere that you stand in and they fucking spin you over and over and side and side. Because I want to see who.
It's a gyroscope, right?
That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, a gyroscope. Because
I obviously haven't drank enough yet.
No, well, the White Claws aren't going to get you there, are they? To be fair,
no, they're not.
No, but I want to see who's going to fucking spew, who's going to get sick, and who's just not going to like it, right? Because the plane, so you fly up to 25,000 feet, then you fucking chuck up to 34,000 feet, then you hard bank right, and we're left, and dive back down to the 25, right? And that takes 30 seconds, and in that 30-second fall, you're floating, right? But then here's the trick, like they climb back up again, and so you're, pulling 1.8 Gs going back up. So realistically, and this is where it's funny, right? Because I was like, I can fucking 15 seconds or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure you can. But can you get hard within 5 seconds and do something with it with the remaining 20 before you're stuck to the floor and your dick is like squeezing into your leg? So short answer, I don't know. But
someone is going to get injured during this.
Well, no, so this is the plan, right? So we're going to do the casting call, figure out, whittle that down to hopefully 100. Then we'll do the gyroscope thing. I think we'll lose fucking 50 to 60%. And then with the remaining, 20 to 50, I'm going to take them skydiving and then see who's like afraid of whatever, right? Because what I don't want to do, because it's fucking expensive, is get to the day of and have someone cop out, right? Because it's $5,000 a person, it's $50,000 if you rent the plane. So I really can't have any fuck ups, and it can't be something that you like day of. You're like, oh, sorry, I shot content last my dicks or whatever.
It's going to be one of those things where like the night before, like
completely fucked. I'll be completely fucked.
Like days before, like you have a clean test, right? You have a fucking clean test.
I'd be so pissed. I'd be so fucking angry. But like that shit happens all the time. Like you shoot something, you plan something, you fucking have some great idea is a stretch, but you have some cool idea, and you gear up, you're ready for the day, and something goes tits up and you lose 2 performers, or you're ready to shoot the scene and somebody fucks off outside and smokes weed and you have to cancel the scene or whatever. It's just shit happens, and just for this, I hope that we plan it in a way that we have less issues, whereas before I've sort of flown by the seat of my pants a bunch and fucked it up. So
who's shooting this? Like, you got to put your cameraman through this shit too.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is so Aidan Riley, I'm allowed to use his name. I asked him earlier, and I are starting a project separate from Evil Angel, just because we get on really well, and I need a second shooter. So we think this will be a good jump-off point for this new website project. But the plan there is, because we talked about the other night, and we're both afraid of flying, which is really funny. I think what we'll have to do is, once we whittle it down to a number that we have, and we'll probably have a few just in case like somebody pulls out and whatever, so we can still go on the day. I think we'll have to go up one time prior to having like the rest of the people go up, so we'll have to go up a regular plane just to see if it's fucking feasible, or if we hate it and we don't want to do it, right? So that's the other side part.
I guess the other plan is just slap GoPros on everyone's head and fucking...
Well, it doesn't work really that way, because like, and I kind of got the idea, like, apparently, because XBiz called and we're like, fuck, is this real? And are you stupid? And I was like, both. But I spoke to a guy there named Drew, who was a lovely guy, and he was telling me, because he did more research than I did, that somebody did it back in the 90s, and apparently it was cool. But so apparently it works. I got the idea from OK Go, the band, who did like a music video in one, and I was like, that's cool. So that was kind of the idea of it. It seems like a fun idea anyway. So yeah, that's that. And,
so why can't you slap GoPros on the performers' heads?
Well, because I don't want, like, the problem with GoPros I have is you could, I guess, but I don't really want, because we'll be shooting them from this way, right? And so I don't want to be shooting people with fucking GoPros all over their head,
Or just slap a bunch of GoPros on the ceiling and
Yeah, you probably do that.
Fucking just GoPros mounted all over the fucking...
Right, yeah, exactly. All of those just GoPros, sponsored by GoPro.
It's extreme.
It's so extreme. Fucking come from... No, you're like, Jesus. I also want to know, like, if you're about to nut, which I think is going to be hard to do anyway, but let's just assume for comedy sense that you are up in the air, you start to do the dive, and somebody's ready to nut, and they're just about to come, and as the cum comes out of their penis, you pull up and you start diving. Does that mean it's sucked back inside you? Because I feel like probably not, right?
I'm just curious to see if it'll float through like midair.
Oh, it's got to be so bad because like early days when I was filming and learning and failing hard, I had this tendency to be too close to shit. So I was back in the day, I was filming Small Hands and Angel Smiles, this lovely girl who's not important anymore, and he was fucking her reverse cowgirl in the bum while standing up, and I was laying down, which was not smart, between his legs, shooting straight up because I was like, oh, this is an artistic, cool shot, and I was like, ah, lovely, da 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 da, and you know, as things happen, and sadly sometimes they do, as he was fucking her, he lifted up, slightly slipped out, and this very big glob of truffle butter fell in slow motion, like straight down. And I was looking at it as it fell, and it just missed my face. To which I said, "I'm too close." So I've almost been hit with cum. I've almost been hit with
almost, like, sure.
I'll catch it, like in my mouth. But no, I've missed it every time. My dog dated. No, I'm not going to say that. But yeah, no, it's live and learn, as they say.
And matrix dodge fluids.
Jeez, matrix dodge fluids, yeah, totally.
Life of a pornographer.
Live and learn. Live and learn as I suck in my ring pop.
These days, like, I shoot it from 10 feet away with a zoom.
Right, yeah, like close up. It's like, oh, geez, you're so close. It's like where you like run out of things to say, and you're like, I can't put this back in my mouth, and I can't say.
I can't stall anymore. Like I actually have to add to the fucking conversation.
Well, you know, to be fair though, like I don't know how it is for other people on your show. I did watch a little bit of a clip, and it was nice, and I saw some stage laughter, and it was great.
That was legit fucking laughter.
It wasn't. It sounded like something like this. So don't speak. It was like, yeah. So I do this thing where I do that, and it's like remarkable because I want to avoid the blank happening, and then pause, and then you going, sounds a little bit staged, right? Though, like just a little bit, just a touch staged, like not staged, but actually just a little bit staged.
I think that might have been just bad editing on my part.
See, that was a real laugh. That was a real laugh.
That might have just been me fucking up.
Terrible. I'm a horrible person. What the hell?
No, I was very much laughing at that young lady. She is very funny.
She's very funny. Lovely. Oh, good old nice, good old sparkle tooth.
Yeah, that actually gets away with what it is.
No, it doesn't. There's lots of people that have a sparkly tooth.
That have been on the show?
Possibly.
Probably not.
Well, I didn't say she was blonde.
You just did?
Didn't. She could have been brunette or redhead or short. She wasn't. She was tall.
Like, I'm trying to figure out who... It was Veronica Carey.
Oh, you could have had a fucking like challenge. You could have said, look, I'll do a raffle, and whoever wins,
I ain't got time for that shit.
Gets my nothing hat.
No.
Gets my, you know.
You can have my pube clippings.
Oh, Jesus, can I really, please?
No, actually, I don't want people cloning me.
Nobody wants to clone you. You could make a merkin, though. Do you know what a merkin is?
Yeah. It's,
okay, cool.
It's a toupee for your balls.
Yeah, or your vagina. Do you know why the merkins were popular in the
syphilis?
No, it was crabs.
I was one of them.
Yeah.
I knew it was I knew it was an STD. You know, the porn industry at one point almost killed crabs.
I didn't
completely killed them off.
Really?
Because everyone was going clean shaven, and it became so popular in the general public because of porn. Crabs had no place to live.
Do you know that that's a urban myth? Because crabs will stay on you even without pubes.
I don't believe you.
You should look that up. Arby's American Roast Beef yesterday.
I think you're just urban legend guy.
That'd be a cool name. It's like tonight on Urban Legend Guy. It's just a guy giving puns and terrible things to say. Look it up. Ladies and gentlemen, he's looking it up.
Oh, God damn it.
Am I right again? Fucking right.
No, I gotta...
No.
I Googled crabs dying off, and it was giving me, like, actual marine wildlife dying off. Like, So there's an article from 2013, Are pubic lice in danger of extinction?
Okay.
Some doctors have suggested that modern pubic hair grooming practices are causing the extinction of the pubic louse.
Louse.
Let's see what the CDC has to say. I think they're probably...
They're probably better than Fox News as a starting point, but just curious.
They lay eggs on your hair shaft.
Oh, man, I love it when they lay on my hair shaft.
Things it doesn't say if they're dying off or not.
Oh, really?
Damn you, CDC.
You wouldn't say they're up for extinction? Pubic lice?
Pubic lice extinct. According to Wired in 2014, they're still not going extinct. Every few years, the alarm is raised. Habitual loss puts the species at risk. So they're at risk.
they're at risk. I just like the fact that they lay their eggs in the hair shaft.
Oh my god! So they're actually like this whole article's talking about them like they're an actual endangered species. Like
It's global warming, I swear.
so, well, of course you don't want pubic hair with global warming.
Global warming is terrible. Yeah.
They are on the decline
Well, that's good.
thanks to porn.
Oh, good. Porn has saved lots of things like marriages and pubic lice.
They're killing pubic lice. They're not saving them.
All right. Well, they're probably killing marriages as well, so we're even. So,
I mean, which one would you rather not have, pubic lice or marriage?
well, depending on the day, it depends really. You never know. You could go either way.
Yeah, I mean, if I was stuck between the two,
You'd rather have pubic lice than be married.
depends on who. I mean, and also depends on how cute the pubic lice are.
They're probably not cute.
Well, whoever would marry me probably not cute either. So
I don't know. They might love you for your keen sense of humor and snappy dress and your gentle disposition,
yeah,
your love of whiskey.
White Claw.
What if she has a ring, like, because you have the spades ring, right? What if you met this delightful partner in crime and she had a club or a heart or a diamond ring, and then you became Polly and you picked up two more and then you had like a royal flush?
Just a full house.
It's just full house of madness.
Yeah, that sounds like too much fucking work.
Sounds amazing. Sounds great.
Yeah, sure. How's your love life these days?
Jesus, it's me we're talking about, so it's terrible. It's like, it just, I don't know. I would like to say that the what do you call it, like, when there's like lots of problems and you're like, oh, it must be me. Right? What's the fucking, whatever you call it, I don't know. No, I don't know. It's been great while I've been dating people, but then it ends and you're like, oh. You're like, oh, Google.
Then the examinations start like, whoa, why did I do that? Why
Well,
was
it's funny. It's like, yeah, you go out, you date someone, and it's magical, it's great, right? Then, you break up, and then it's like fucking rubbish for like 2 months or however long it takes you to get over them. And then like the seas change, and you're like, oh, I'm all right. I made it through the fucking end. I'm okay.
I'm probably better off without them.
Yeah, I don't know, but like then you're like, no, I'm all right. Like I'm going to just fucking do something else now. But like, yeah, good. Interesting. Love notes by love advice by Johnny Cash.
Did someone break your heart recently, Johnny?
No, it wasn't recent. It was a while back. But yeah, I'm good. I'm good now. I'm good. So look around the room and other things.
She's wiping a quick tear off camera.
No, I wasn't. I was just sobbing like a baby. No, I'm fine. I'm good actually. Yeah, good.
Good.
Yeah.
You sure?
Thanks. I'm positive. Yeah, I just want to hug it out. I want to take a pause and
We can hand hug again.
you want to slide over here and sit on my lap and tell me your feelings.
I don't have a micro penis. I'm sorry.
Do you? Oh, sweet. Prove it. Lies.
I have references. God damn it.
Yeah, should tell me fucking put your text somebody right now and then text them and be like, hey, Penelope, do I have A, a small penis, B, an extremely large penis, or C, prefer not to say, right? And then,
Oh, no, it's-
hold up your phone.
There's a C, which is average. There is definitely not an abnormally large penis in my pants.
Okay. Is there an abnormally large penis in your hands right now?
No, there's a White Claw. That's
It's very specific. You're like, there's not an extremely large penis in my pants right now. It's like,
right. I'm just taking it out.
It's like, do you have one in your face? Like, where is it? Where's that big penis?
Not in this house at the moment. No one in this house has a large
You're like,
penis.
I have an average penis, but a fucking massive set of testicles. like, have you ever seen an avocado in the wild? You're like, it's just big.
It's just cancer. They're just tumors.
Well, it's great, As I get down to the lower end of this thing, it's much harder to suck on. That's what
I'm
she
sorry.
said.
I'm sorry.
No, okay.
No, it's not what she said.
What'd she say? This is above average
No,
penis.
she did.
That's that's the joke. Is like,
Yeah.
what did Cinderella say when she got to the ball?
Well, Oldie but a goodie. Waka, waka, waka.
Fozzie Bear liked it.
Apparently. Did Fozzie like it or did Jim Henson like it?
I don't know. You know the other joke, right? The other terrible one-liner joke, which is, what did the woman say to Michael Jackson at the beach?
What'd she say?
You're in my son.
Ooh.
Rude. Made me cough up my vodka.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of the ingredients of vodka that's not vodka.
No, it's just the potatoes. It's just
It's missing the potatoes.
no, it's got the potatoes.
We admitted earlier it's water.
We did.
Yeah.
We did. Yeah, no, I know.
Okay.
We're just like playing along with the joke here, so people think that we're actually drinking on your drinking show.
But you already said it was water earlier. Now you're insulting their intelligence. Or you're gaslighting them to think that you are drinking vodka when you're not drinking vodka, when you're just drinking.
Let's be real. If they're watching the show, their intelligence level is, mid-level, to be fair. I love you all, listeners out there. Like, they're marvelous and smart and genuine and great. Just using that as a dig on my friend here because I'm a terrible human.
That's why you're on the show, and that's why it's taken you 10 appearances to try to show up.
Well, I wanted to have like a, what do you call it? Like a, do you know who my father is type of entrance? Like, I'm going to have your job. Do you know how important I am type of thing? Like be an influencer or something.
Yeah, I mean, you showed up with a hipster's mustache.
No, I glued it on this morning. It's just like it came out of a packet. I have 6 of them.
You have 6 of them?
6 of them.
Do one of them just stick out like this, like points?
No, but I did want to. They're actually quite long. If I put them straight up, they come to about here, which I want to do like Dolly.
Why haven't you done it?
Because I'm an asshole. I don't know. And then I was thinking one day, like I could do like the curl this way and then the curl this way. So it'd be like, if I turn my head, it'd be like an S.
You got to do like just towards your nose, like make a triangle.
Like my nose, like I'm doing lines of mustache.
Woo!
Like that's gross.
Mustache glue.
I just use pomade. Pomade is what does it.
Your pomade actually holds your hair?
My mustache, yeah, my pomade. I use just straight fucking hair pomade, like slicker hair back pomade.
Pomade doesn't hold my hair like that.
Oh, well, if you're gentle and friendly to it, it'll hold you.
I am not gentle or friendly to it.
Hold you through the night, stiff like.
It doesn't do that for me.
Sad.
It just leaves me disappointed with a mess on my pillow.
What type of mess on your pillow?
I didn't ask it.
This is a very deep
Conversation.
Deep conversation about the mess on your pillow.
Mess on the pillow.
Oh my God.
I probably should do laundry.
You probably should. I just like the way my voice sounds in, like I think I said this last time, I feel like I could be a very good phone sex operator with this setup. Like
I don't remember if I had the good mics last time you did the show.
you had some mic, but this, like I sound like it's deep and subtle. Like I'm on a Pure Taboo set and it's like, so what's going to happen is you're going to walk into the room. You're going to have a frog in your throat and then some dick. Right? Like it'll be like a really deep, lovely,
Super deep.
super deep voice of romanticism. What are you looking at now on your computer there?
I'm trying to remember how long ago it's been since you've been on.
It's been a while. It was like, oh, that was cute. I want to say 2 years, 2017, something like that. Thereabouts.
Yeah.
I had blonde hair and more of it, so I feel it was like a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it was a couple of years ago. I think.
Yeah, it was like 2 ABN because we were nominated for an award.
I put it out in February of 18. Mm-hmm. So it's been a little over.
We did it like before Christmas though.
We probably did before ABN.
Cool.
So it might have been just after I bought these mics.
Oh, nice. Yeah, these lovely, deep, sweltering mics.
As much as the audience wants to hear about my fucking gear. Woo, gear.
They do. They want to know like what you're rocking. I think you should like talk about it, then you could get sponsored by these people.
Oh, no one in their right mind is going to sponsor. Actually, I love my sponsors. What am I saying?
Yeah, just kidding. You're fucking
like no, but wait a minute. I actually have sponsors.
You're like, thank you, Viagra, once again for keeping us hard and keeping us on the air.
Thank you to Vinyl Me Please, the best damn record of the month club.
Oh, really? That's cool. There's a good record store on Selma and Quanga. And every month they do like a massive fucking sell thing. Like different themes. Like one time it's hip hop, one time it's like terrible house music, and one time it's like in the hotel that Mama something or
in Mama Shelter?
Mama Shelter. Yeah, in the basement of that there's like because I used to play, sports up the road, but that's round 2. Nice.
Round 3.
Fucking great, man. Get in there. I
mean, there's no alcohol in this.
Well, there is, though. There's 5%. It's like drinking a beer, like a baby's beer, like a tiny beer.
Yeah, like a tiny beer.
Tiny beer. Do you, was this a thing here? Like, do you have, because I almost did this to you today, but I didn't know if you'd actually do it. Do you ever do the thing where, like, if you find, or I think you have to find it, like a Smirnoff Ice, You have to get on one knee and chug it.
I'm not a frat bro.
Well, either am I, but I do like drinking, so I will play the game.
You obviously don't. You're not drinking right now.
Well, I drove a car, so I was like safety first and all. So I was thinking about like my humanitarian friends and myself.
Whoa. Johnny, the car knows the way home.
The car is not a Tesla. The car is slightly less clever than a Tesla. It's American made. Also a Tesla, but like it's not cleverly made. So
It doesn't randomly explode?
it doesn't do that, no.
Though you can actually get a DUI while it's in self-driving mode.
Yeah, I know. And I've seen people in their fucking Teslas sleeping. I've seen a guy like fully texting and it scared the piss out of me. And then I was like, oh, you're in a Tesla. You're a cunt.
You're in your $100,000 car completely not paying attention to the road.
Fucking asshole. It was like, here's my phone, but he was like in his car and he was like fucking, leaning down the fucking thing. You couldn't hear me because I was leaning down like an asshole in the car.
Well, that is way too much fucking faith in Elon Musk and his fucking people.
Well, let's be fair. Like Elon Musk, arguably, which is sort of a word, the real life version of Tony Stark. Fair. You gotta love the fact that he has a boring company that like bores tunnels, and it's called the Boring Company.
Yeah, it's also the worst idea ever.
Maybe.
Definitely.
Fist bump was a pretty bad idea as well, let's be fair. But I didn't also make a flamethrower. That would have been a good idea.
People would have bought your porn if you made a flamethrower.
Oh my God, wouldn't they? You know who has that fucking flamethrower?
Who?
You could guess.
Aiden?
No, he'd be, I'd love that. But I'll give you a clue. He's... I dressed up as him for Halloween.
I have no idea who you dressed
Lansky.
up.
I'll share that.
I was actually going to guess Lansky, but I had no idea who you dressed up as.
I'll share the photo here because it's so good. It's like one of my skilled moments of fuck.
Did you make all your guests show up in matching underwear?
Oh, jeez, that'd be great. I didn't know this. This was a couple of years ago. It was the fucking Halloween party that they like. Will
The Heaven and Hell.
Will Ryder puts on, and I I'll show you this photo, but granted, all of his clothes are a designer. I bought mine at Zara, and there was a photo of him like talking to Arabella Danger in front of all of his awards. So we staged that, and I used my buddy Mike, who has long hair, and I looked like this. Right, I'm on the top.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, it's good, right? And then I went to this party, right? And then like a bunch of girls came up to me and they're like, "Are you DJ Khaled?" And I was like, "No, fuck off. I'm Greg Lansky, right?" And now, I don't know if people have noticed this, but my voice doesn't sound French. And he's French, right? So they were like, "Oh, jeez, Greg Lansky, I really want to shoot for your company's amazing." I was like, "I'm not fucking really Greg Lansky." Like, I'm fucking costume party. Like, Greg Lansky's over there, just like Gumby. No,
No, he's dressed like DJ Khaled. Come on.
Fucking Lansky's in the corner dressed up like Johnny Cash. No, that'd be amazing. But it didn't happen.
With the fucking furry rabbit set or whatever the fuck
he's like a little mustache. He's like, "Oh, jeez, look, pink shoes." No, it didn't happen like that in real life. But yeah.
I mean, you're kind of dressing like a weird pimp these days. You came in a leopard print coat.
I was going for Dolomite, but it wasn't because, it was like... and the thing about that coat, right, is it's a lady's coat. It's just really warm, and it was part of like the fist bump shoot stuff. And I was like, "Oh, warm coat, looks like a leopard. I feel cool, blah, blah, blah." Done. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you were just going through the leftover props that other guests have left behind before you got on here.
All the shit that people leave in my house is tragically horrible. It's like peeling, leather coat with like paint, like lead paint chips falling off it, and you're like text everyone is like, "Hey, I want to leave this amazing find." I mean, like, no, it's not mine. You're like, "I'll burn it." That's like where the remaining like squads of pubic lice live, is in that fucking jacket that somebody left on your floor, and you're like, "Well." Mm-hmm. Somebody listening to this is like, "That's my fucking jacket.
I left it at your fucking house, Johnny. I trusted you."
Did you find my like rancid leather coat full of pubic lice in the pocket? I was like, "No, I didn't find that. I'm wearing it." And you're like, "No, I didn't find
There's
it."
pubic lice in your mustache now.
I hope so.
It's like a fucking roller coaster for them. They're just
Oh my God, they're just like running up inside. They're like, "Oh my God, let's run to the side. And down again. And up."
They're like fucking Sonic the Hedgehog running through Green Zone.
Like, woo! Not real.
Yes, supersonic hedgehogs are not real.
No, they could be real. They could be real. You just, why you haven't seen one?
Why?
Because they're so fast.
But wouldn't I have felt one?
No, because they're fast.
I'm so confused.
No, if you whisper, like if you get really close to this, because I've learned a new thing recently. If you whisper, you get really close, and you're like, touch feelings. Then it's like an ASMR video.
You know who wanted to do ASMR videos while he was doing the fucking show, right?
Could you tap on it like here, tap, tap, tap? No, but these are great mics.
Rod Jackson. No, I didn't do
Oh,
it.
for fuck's sake, of course you did.
So back to the pubic lice in your mustache.
All right, yeah. So the nice thing about the pubic lice and the mustache, I find, is it gives you a nice tingly sensation when you're walking.
And it's also a good excuse not to go down on people, right?
I mean, I like going down on people. Only
You
weird.
like giving them pubic lice? That's not cool, Johnny.
I don't have pubic lice, you bastard.
I mean, you just admit they're in your mustache.
They're not. And it's a temporary mustache. I take it off. Take it off.
Take it off, put it on her belly, like while you're eating her out.
Oh my god, yeah. No, it's funny. I met a girl recently. I'm gonna screw up her name. I can look at it on my phone. Lovely girl from Australia, and I think it's Kira Edwards, but I'm gonna look it up just in case I'm wrong. Because being on your phone on a radio show is uncouth.
Either way, it doesn't matter who it really is.
Yeah.
What happened with you in the muff diving?
I didn't actually go down her. I just met her at I think it's I can't find it. Anyway, I think it's Kira Edwards. Anyway, so she has a mustache tattooed above her vagina, and it looks just like my mustache. And I wanted to get a photo of it, and we did, and it came up blurry. Well, back to the ASMR. Thoughts, touch,
Dude,
feelings.
that's just
Touch.
it's like a video game. It's the matching symbol for where you're supposed to place the mustache.
I used to have a hat actually. It was made by Velcom, and it was like a hat like yours, but it was like green in the bill, and it had a Velcro. It was the coolest fucking thing in the world. It had a Velcro mustache you could take off, and it had like a little plastic ring that you'd stick it in your nose, and you could like it was an instant disguise. So if like the police were chasing you, you're like, oh, what?
Like you're a fucking character in Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, you look like instantly Luigi. You're like, oh no, he's over there. He's the guy without the mustache. Don't worry about me. I'm just a plumber.
It's me, Luigi.
You jump in your car and you start throwing bananas behind you. You're like, fuck you. Out we go.
Now you gotta like glare at people as you throw a shell. You ever seen like the evil fucking Luigi videos?
Real cunts. You know, the green shells are rubbish. The red ones are great, and the pointy ones are the best. That's what I've found
So you found in your extensive research.
as a getaway car driver. For like,
Is that how you're fist pump?
while
fist
rescuing
pump?
the princess. It's just
When you're not getting punched out by MMA fighters, you're robbing banks to pay for porn.
exactly. And it's it's
Oh my god, that explains why you wouldn't show your face on film for so many
I know,
years.
I was afraid that
The statute of limitations is up in Ireland. Got it.
oh, you're just gonna kill me. It's just like terrible. Oh, hey there, and we're back. ASMR.
Your teeth are so blue.
Oh yeah,
They're so fucking blue.
I blew myself.
Oh god, I realized you put your mouth on the fucking mic after you've been doing the goddamn ring pop.
Oh, yeah, but it was only early stages, and I don't see any. Let me go in closer. I don't see any blue.
Oh my god, the worst. You are the fucking worst.
It's the greatest thing. You know, it's so funny because somebody put me onto it recently, and in the past couple of months, and some of it is like triggering watching, right? Which is not a word I like because it's so fucking annoying. But it like for me, like I don't like the feel of cotton balls. I don't know what it is, but it makes me cringe. Like I just don't fucking like the feel of cotton balls. Like some people don't like the sound of a chalkboard, and I like ASMR, but some of it is just like no, you know. But I do like doing this because it's sort of bothering you, and it's kind of cool, and it sounds great.
It is none of those things.
But it sounds amazing.
It does not.
What if I did the whole like 2 hours of it, and you're like, Johnny, tell me about this thing? I was like, well, what we did is it'd just be terrible. Would you just get caught in the middle of it? You're just like, do you know what? Fuck off.
Yeah, show's over.
Get the fuck out of here, Johnny.
It's over. It's fucking over.
Your fans at home though, they're like, this is great. I've got foreign. I've got, staunch comedy. I've got ASMR. I've got feelings. I've got ring pops.
And pubic lice.
And pubic lice. Bringing it around full circle. Full circle.
Do you honestly know anyone who's ever actually gotten crabs?
No, but when I met Nathan Bronson, name drop, I liked him a lot because he had a tattoo of 3 crabs above his dick. And he's like, look, I've got crabs. And I was like, that's fucking hilarious. And then he got rid of him. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
sad.
I know. He talked about that on
Sad.
air.
Oh, nice. Well, there you go. I'm just bringing it back there full circle. By the way, I know and I'm friends with Nathan Bronson.
Yeah. You told me a story off air about you and Nathan recently.
Did I? Let's not rehash it because I can't remember what it was. Oh, I do remember. Let's leave that.
Oh, come on.
Nope. I will literally walk up the show. It won't be funny.
Oh, it sounded hilarious.
It's not. It's not a funny on the air type of show.
Oh, are you protecting the innocent or the guilty?
Protecting myself is what I'm protecting myself. I told you that in confidence.
I never heard off the record.
Oh, well, I will literally unplug my headphones, throw them on the floor, and say, fuck you.
I mean, that's one way to get the show over.
I don't want to do that. That'd be terrible and mean. And then you wouldn't come and help me tomorrow, which would be great. So,
I would. And then you'd be like, God damn, why is this footage horrible?
oh, it'd be great. And I'd be like, oh, good. It'd be like every other person I've heard. Except for one. No, I had, I can't say that because I had one guy that was epic. He was like a really fucking great videographer, cool guy. And yeah, he was great. But the rest, not good.
Well, I look forward to being mediocre for you tomorrow, too.
Wait, it's going to be amazing. I'm really excited for it. So,
the framing is going to be horrible. Like, I'm just going to cut off the top of your head.
Great. It's great. As long as you get Gracie in the film, it'll be marvelous, Which will,
It'll just be Gracie's chin.
Okay.
I'm just going to zoom in right on her chin.
It's funny because when I spoke to her the other day, she told me, she's like, I'd really like to be part of this project. A lot of people tell me, and don't laugh, that my chin is my best feature. And I said, that's great. Hey, smart, bringing it back. In circles. That's what comedians do. They like start with something that's not funny, then they tell this really long, stupid story, and then they change their voice and they come back and go, ASMR. And then everyone laughs. That's what comedy is. Nope.
Nope. Nope. That's not the kind of comedy I'm into.
Well, yeah.
The kind of comedy I'm into is, well,
no one cares. What?
Exactly. It's actually pretty accurate. No one cares.
What is the comedy? Tell me. I'm all ears. I'm going to stop talking. Go.
Oh, I'm not into comedy at all. I'm serious all the time. I'm only into serious business. I only listen to the news. I don't like to laugh.
No, I've heard that about you.
It's fucking painful.
Yeah.
It hurts. It hurts. It hurts to laugh.
What if you laugh like this?
Your tits had to be a lot nicer for that kind of laugh.
My tits are great. Like, easily an A cup. Easily. I would say mouthfuls. Like, quite big. I'm not wearing Spanx today, so they're a little bit bulgier.
He's bloated.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
No. I am not fake laughing at you.
No, you're deep intellectual laughing at me.
Ha 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 ha.
It's like Santa Claus. I liked it.
Ho 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 ho.
This motherfucker gave me a call.
Speaking of which, they hired me to dress up as Santa at a strip club next month.
Fantastic. Will you be giving up candy canes?
I don't fucking know.
Solid.
That's about it. As much.
What club will you be working at?
I will be working at Blue Zebra in North Hollywood, which you were supposed to show up to on Saturday, like a week ago, and didn't show up.
I don't like strip clubs. It's a funny thing.
Then why did you ask me where the gig was?
Oh, I was high. I was stoned, and I thought, like, Crow texted me, and Crow was like, because we're going to go to Soft Leather. He's like, do you want to go to this thing that, he's like, you can't get in because it's, fucking invite only. And I was like, cool, I'll meet you at the other thing. And he's like, Matt Slayer's, but I was like, I'll text him and be fine. And then I didn't go. I can't remember why I didn't go, but there was a reason. Probably because I was stoned.
Technically, that would be the fourth flake on doing the show.
But was that a show?
Yeah, we recorded there too.
Yeah, okay. That's my bad then. But, to be fair, I wasn't actually planning on being on the show. I was just going to go to the thing. But here's the thing with strip clubs. When I was younger, like 18, 19, I'd go to them all the fucking time. And they were great at 18 and 19. But I'm old as fuck now and not really into it. But I have gone with friends like Aidan Riley to strip clubs to see friends. But and I've done like that fucking karaoke lip sync.
Yeah, I know. You were there at one of the gigs I was hosting.
Yeah, it was great. It was great to see you, and it was great to see everyone else. But I find them so boring. I just can't.
Well, this is nude oil wrestling.
Well, that sounds marvelous as well. But what else is going to be there? Is just a bunch of fuck muppets like screaming and like blah, which is great. Had I known that you were doing a show, I would have come and.
No, you wouldn't have.
Probably not. No.
Don't lie to my audience. Don't lie to me.
I'm sorry, audience. I'm a terrible person.
I was amazed that you actually texted me to ask details.
Hashtag ASMR. What?
When Crow's like, oh, Johnny's going to come. I'm like, sure he is. And then you text me like, maybe he actually is. I don't know.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, it's funny. It was really just because he's like, I love Crow. He's like, well, it's a private party and you can't get in. It's invite only. I was like, all right, cool. No worries. Like, I didn't care. And he's like, Matt Slayer. Matt Slayer is putting it on. I was like, okay, I know Matt Slayer. Wow, I'm getting name dropped like I'm so fucking important or something. And you are important, but to be fair, I've never heard anyone say your full name. I've just heard Slayer or Matt, right? We all know who you are. There's not many Matts. And I got both names. And I thought, Jesus, this must be really important. I hope to be there. And I didn't go because I'm a dick. But, consistent dick.
I didn't realize that fucking Crow referred to me by full name. That's fucking hilarious.
It wasn't even the funny part. The funny part was it's a private event that is invite only.
It is not.
Which was the story. And then it was like Matt Slayer, name drop, who obviously I don't know. So I couldn't get in. I was like, I've known Matt since you were a child. Since you were like a very tall child. Which is not true because it's been 4 years and that would mean that he's
Yeah, but you've known me longer than Crow's known me.
Totally. Absolutely.
So that's still fucking hilarious.
I told him once that because his real name is Crow also.
Way to dox him.
Well, he tells everyone. I wasn't fucking telling stories.
I don't think he tells people on air.
Well, maybe not. Maybe I'm a horrible fucking person. But I was saying that he should.
Maybe you're a horrible fucking person. Maybe.
Rude. I was going to say that his porn name could have been Raven, which is also Crow, or Peacock, or Condor, because he's quite tall.
Well,
Condor would be good, or Big Bird.
What I was suggesting that he did was he should have just reversed his name because his legal last name is a first name.
Is it?
I'm not going to say it.
No, I'm just trying to think of the song. Is it My Baloney has a first name? It's OSER. My Dun 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 has a last name. It's Home Diabetes. What is the last word of Oscar Mayer? M-I-E.
Yeah. Yes, the last word of Oscar Mayer. You haven't been drinking. How are you? What is the last word of Oscar Mayer? That is the soundbite that is going out.
That should be the soundbite. That should be the start of the show. It's what's the end part of the Oscar Mayer song? And then sponsored by Whippets. Well, I've never done Whippets, but
I don't believe that either. You haven't done Whippets tonight?
I've never done Whippets, actually. I've never done Whippets. I have, which is not Whippets, but I have done the thing where you take a helium balloon and you suck in the helium to make yourself sound like a chipmunk.
That's got to sound really weird with your accent.
We can do it next time on show.
Oh, we're just going to do it. We're going to do it on your YouTube show tomorrow.
It'll be even worse. I could get a helium balloon.
Get a helium balloon, get really high. Oh, yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, I'd be like,
I'm so high right now.
I can't wait for that tomorrow with these microphones.
Oh, I'm bringing my mics?
Oh, yeah. Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it all.
All right.
Bring it all. What?
Anyways. But back to the whole you flaking on Saturday thing.
Oh, rude. Aggressive. I'm back to full stop. Just horrible. Just bashing Johnny. Go on.
Well, I mean, I'm hoping that shame will correct your bad behavior.
Well,
I know it won't. I absolutely know it won't.
Bit late. Go on. Also, I'm leaning into this microphone for the people who don't pay for the thing, who can't see our glorious faces and can't see the excitement that we're sharing. I haven't used a lot of microphones in my past, so I'm literally, it's in the wrong position, and I'm sitting very close to it, and I've got my hands out like this, like an asshole, and I'm leaning in like the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I do the same shit all the time.
You look like you're like leaning, you're like this. It's like pulled out to the end, and your one hand is hanging over the back of the chair, and you're like driving like, you're a white rapper, and you're in your car that's like fucking, seats low and blah blah blah.
I don't think I've ever been accused of being a white rapper before. Thank you.
No, it's just the seating. Oh, fuck, now I've screwed it up real good here, and we're
somewhere. We're somewhere.
Now I'm like oh Jesus, here, and great, and does that sound decent?
Yeah, you're fine.
Great,
you're fine, Johnny Gash. Way to distract away from me shaming you for not showing up.
No. Let's go straight back to you shaming me for not coming to your.
Are you going to come watch me be Santa?
Oh, I would definitely watch you tell people to sit on their lap and ask what you want for Christmas.
Yeah, I don't know why they want me to be Santa, but apparently I'm going to be Santa.
Could be that you have a big beard.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to need someone to fucking dye it for me.
Oh, I'll dye it.
I don't trust that.
I'll dye it.
I don't trust that.
I think you should.
Why should I trust you with dye near my face?
What could go wrong?
My face.
You'll be fine. I'm going to do it out of the packet.
Oh, good.
ASMR. We can film it with your microphones and do it'll be like, just listen to the microphone here to the viewers at home and just be like, this is my hands through his beard.
Chemical burns.
Chemical burns.
That's what I want on my face. Chemical burns.
You'll be fine, you big girl. Well, that's not really a good thing because girls are probably stronger than guys, to be fair. But
Yeah, they definitely
are stronger than boys. But
they definitely put strong chemicals near like naughty bits all the time.
no, I just mean like if you watch like guys football, soccer, and then girls football, soccer, girls are like spitting out teeth and blood and running through the field, and guys are getting like flicked in the ear and falling down, thinking they broke their leg, and you're like, fuck off. So yeah.
Sorry, I'm not nearly European enough for that reference.
Well, just look on your computer there, clips of guys football, soccer, and girls football, soccer, and see just like who takes the most pain.
I'm good.
Okay, dick.
Who wants to watch fucking football?
Who wants to watch American football? It's the most rubbish game in the world.
I don't watch that either.
Smart. I do like baseball though.
I'm sorry.
It's a good drinking game.
Oh yeah, I mean, I definitely will go to a live game to get trashed and eat hot dogs.
Absolutely.
And that's America's pastime.
Totally. Obesity in sports.
And get in public.
Totally. Because really, like, nothing compares to
No.
you.
What are you, fucking Prince?
It's not Prince. It's Sinead O'Connor.
It was Prince first.
I don't think it was. Look it up.
Oh yeah.
Definitely wrong. I might be as well. Who knows?
Sinead O'Connor released in 1990.
Sinead O'Connor.
Oh.
Oh, really? Did I lose?
You did.
Bollocks.
Yeah, it was originally released by Prince.
Well, he did.
In 85.
Ah, bastard. He did have a delightful voice. And he also, did you know, did the whole soundtrack to Batman.
He did. And the whole soundtrack to Purple Rain.
Well, go figure. That's a great song.
I love that movie, by the way.
It was great. And, the thing about Prince is if I had a good voice or even a decent voice, I would sing any of his songs. But I don't. I sound like cats trying to not drown is what I sound like. It's not good.
Yeah. They're not doing a good job of not drowning.
I did sing Land Down Under at PSK recently for Sterling Cooper, and that was delightful.
How is PSK these days, by the way?
Do you know, I like it because I like karaoke, even though I'm rubbish at it, and it's nice to have like an event where you can catch up with your friends in Bourne that isn't like a content fucking orgy or like a drug fest, right? So it's nice.
It's not a drug fest, I'm out.
No, and it used to be quite big at PSK, but now it's in the early days. Fucking microphone. In the early days, like when they brought it back, it was quite packed, and then it kind of fell off for a bit. But like it's fun. It's like really good time, and it's the same fucking bar. Like Crawford died. Oh no, it's called Crawford now. It was called fucking something else.
It was Sardo's.
Sardo's died, and then they left, and then Crawford's was called now opened up, and it's exactly the same fucking bar inside. So it's cool. And the people are cool and it's fun and whatever. And fuck, who cares? And great. And that's fun. And then the bowling night's actually a lot of fun on Wednesday nights.
I didn't even know there was a bowling night. No one fucking invited me to the bowling night.
I will tell you about the bowling night and where it is after the show. So,
is that not open to civilians?
No, it's there's civilians there, but it's there's like porn lanes and porn people and whatever. And don't get me wrong, I love civilians. They're great people. I just, it's nice to have your own time. I'd say the funny thing about that, and where porn has kind of jaded me a little bit, is when I got in, I was like, oh yeah, civilians, porn, I don't care, it's all great the same. But now I've been in for a while, I'm like, it's nice just having your own thing,
Well, it's nice not having to explain shit to people.
Well, that's hard in itself. I don't know if it's different for girls, to be honest, but like I know it's interesting for guys when you meet someone who's not on porn and you're like, oh, cool, and blah, 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 we like the same things. And they're like, what do you do for work? And you're like, I'm in porn. And then it's either one of two things. It's like, oh my God, I've got so many cool questions. And they're not that cool. Or it's like, ooh. And you're like, bye.
Yeah, it's so fucking bad. Like, I am nominally in porn. Like,
sure.
Nominally these days in porn.
Sure.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I've never fucked on film.
Okay.
Like, I've done production work. I've been a roadie. Like, I've held a bunch of jobs in the adult entertainment industry, but
his best one, though, was Fluffer. Excellent Fluffer.
Oh, yeah. Just for micropeens, though.
You know what's great? Because the beard, it
tickles the balls.
Tickles the balls is what it does, Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Tickles the balls.
Tickles them good. Tickles them so good.
I've definitely had civilian women who were like, can I see your Instagram? And I've shown it to them.
Like 400 people.
And they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you're like, I had a guy, I'm going to blow this kid up because he's a tool. What's this guy's fucking name? It's on Twitter. just because I'm a cunt and I think it's fine. So I got this guy, and I'm a fucking nobody. Like, I know everyone in porn for the most part, but I'm like on the fucking slow end of, whatever. Like when
But you're Greg Lansky. How could that be?
we're all artists, but I am not on that level by anything. So I got this guy, right? His name is Felly the Kid, like a great fucking name. And he's like he's a musician of sorts, and he's got like 60,000 followers. So he's like, decent. It doesn't seem that high, but whatever. So he's got this thing, and so he hits me up, right? I don't know this fucking kid from Sliced Bread. So he hits me up in the DMs, and he's like, "How you doing, bro?" And then like 3 days later, I'm like, "Good, pal. What's the crack?" Which just means like, "How's it going?" And then like 2 days after that, he's like, "Everything's amazing, bro. I was curious because my bros and I, like, he loves the word bros, we're debating how common is herpes in the porn industry, and does everyone get it? Does everyone have it?" And I was like, kind of an immature question, don't you think? But I should have written, "Hey man, it's cool. You have herpes. Lots of people have herpes. You still shoot if you have herpes." Like, but it's just like, oh, for fuck's sake.
And if you're curious at home, the answer is yes. Everyone has herpes.
Like, I don't have herpes, but like,
You're a liar.
I don't have herpes. I even did the test. ET has a test for herpes, and I came back no herpes. But
Well, then you're not fucking enough.
I'm probably not fucking it up. That's probably a fair thing. It's because you haven't given me your face crabs. I haven't like traded you for some herpes.
Well, no, I trade herpes for your face crabs. That's how this works.
Okay, everybody wins.
Everyone wins.
I've moved to this thing now, and I feel like I'm not close enough to do ASMR. And now it's like I'm like far, and I'm in and I'm out, and in and I'm out, and like I'm back.
Viral loads from lice. Ooh.
Viral loads, everyone. Oh, Jesus Christ. Does that say cheekbone on the side of your arm?
No, it says wishbone.
Oh, right. Yeah. Cool.
I love chicken.
Great. Nice. Did you make a wish?
I did.
Was it ASMR on the radio?
No, I wish for more Popeyes.
Did you? Was it one of those sandwiches where
No,
people were killing each other for?
Fuck no, I want bones in my meat.
Of course you do.
No, and the tattoo actually says luck favors the backbone, not the wishbone.
Oh, that's cool. Does it go all the way up the arm, or is it quite small? Oh, it's good. It's in Disney rating, is it? No.
No, that is definitely not Disney
The
rated.
bottom is Disney rating, not the wish. That's definitely Disney rating. Jesus. Sit down.
The dog heard Disney and got all excited.
Down you go.
The dog was like, Disney? What? Disney?
Lady and the Tramp on
I get spaghetti? I get spaghetti? Oh my God. You didn't tell me I get spaghetti. I want spaghetti.
Wow. I've learned a lot just now watching you do that.
About spaghetti?
No, just doing your like imitation like
Of an excited
voiceover.
dog?
Excited dog going for spaghetti.
I thought it was pretty.
I thought it was believable.
I think it was worth another AVN nominee.
Absolutely. Best dog impersonation on a radio show. Matt Slayer. Don't get the both names. And if you get both names, you'll be invited into the Saturday night at the oil wrestling.
Yeah, you have to say the full name.
Yeah, I do feel like this hinge here,
It needs to be tightened, yes.
it's like a soft dick on set. Like when you're like, I'm going to give you 20 minutes and then I'm going to send you home with some food because it's like playing pool with a piece of rope.
How often are you having to send dudes home?
I've sent a few dudes home. I've definitely sent a few dudes home.
You ever have to pitch hit for them?
No, it's not really my cup of tea. And the thing with that is, like, hats off to the people who can do it. I just, you can't get the right angle. Like, and it sounds like so cheesy to say that, like, you can't get the right angle. But you really can't, because, like, the view, like, you got two kind of looks, right? So you're, like, face down, and you're shooting down at your dick, right? And the girl's like, or you're shooting at the side, which is cool. But you can't really, I don't know, it just doesn't really.
The
thing is, I don't have long arms, and like that looks good. I know some people use like GoPros on their head, and that's cool.
Not really.
It's not though, is it? Really? I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't. What'd be nice though is if they shot it the other way. It was like POV just for a laugh, right? It was POV, but the girl was fucking filming your face, right? So it was just like she's like she's sucking your dick or she's stroking your dick or whatever, and you can't really see that. You can just see her filming your face, and your face is just like. Like you're having a seizure, just like.
See, I had the vision of her wearing the GoPro, and it's just a close up of your belly as she's
Jesus Christ.
like,
It just has your last name tattooed on your chest, but it just says sadness.
But just can imagine, just like the whole camera angle is her going back and forth, like
just like terrible. It's just like hitting your stomach like a bongo drum. It's like ba 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 ba. And you're like, cool.
I mean, my gut's so big. these days it goes on top of her head, but
That's great. You know, like a little hat.
it is.
Little hat. Like when
Keeps
you're,
her top of her head warm while she sucks my dick.
like you're putting a sourdough in the oven and just letting it proof. Like you're just letting it like grow,
Yeah.
expand.
It's great.
So
It's nice and sweaty there for her.
it's nice. And you know, you can like lift it up and hold the paper. Like put the paper underneath it and just leave it to hold. So you can read something.
I mean, I know when I'm done, I just drop it full weight on her head. Just,
Oh, it's great. Yeah. Aggressive. It's like a
I mean, if she's into it, it's consensual.
right. And right.
You're like, no one consents to that.
No one wants that. Nobody. Hey, what are you doing?
Johnny, you know as well as I do, somebody's into it.
Somebody definitely is. There's like, you know, and I wouldn't dare, I would, but I wouldn't dare like fetish shame someone. But, you know, I'm interested by hearing about everyone's deal, you know.
What's your weird kinks?
Celibacy.
That's a weird kink.
That's a weird kink, isn't it?
Man, you don't get that fulfilled very often, do you?
No, I don't. And, you know, I'm waiting for, you know, reincarnation at this point, really.
Yeah, you're going to be waiting a long time, man.
I don't know, the way like the healthy that I am, it could be any day now, to be fair.
Oh, yeah, the death's going to come quick.
That's going to come quick. Like,
The reincarnation, there's a cue for that.
there's definitely a few. But I'll take some time off. Take some time off to sit in, obviously, hell or purgatory, which is like the waiting line. Hot. It was really good.
I'm really fucking gassy this episode. Sorry, White Claw.
White Claw. It's hard seltzer.
You know Mike's Hard Lemonade owns these fuckers, right?
I didn't know, but you know, like Mike's Hard Lemonade was one of the first drinks that I ever drank, and it was both awful and delicious. Smirnoff Ice is actually quite nice as well, but also disgusting. And overseas, you can get like Jim Beam and cola in a can, but you can't do that here. I don't know why. It's like sort of a missed opportunity, or like bourbon and cola, which is cool.
In Japan, you can get fucking highballs in a can.
Really.
Yeah.
I heard in Japan you could also buy underwear through like a vending machine, which seems a little weird.
You can, but it's only in sex shops. It's not like it's just on the street.
fair.
And it's fucked up. Like, some of the sex shops won't let white people in.
Fair enough.
I mean, I wouldn't want to let white people in either. Fuck white people.
I mean, the question is for the underpants, is it like, oh, I bought myself a sexy pair of underwear, or is it like, oh, I had a hard night out and I shat myself and now I need a pair of underwear?
You know, a pair of used women's underwear,
Oh, they're women's underwear. I didn't know that. All right.
and they're soiled.
Great. So you're like, you shot yourself and then you bought a pair of underpants that also had shit in it. You're like, fucking double fail. You're like, damn it, now I've got 2 pairs of shit pants.
Well, you got one for each hand.
No. It's
Just compare sense.
just a lot. Just a lot.
You're just sitting in a major train station like, oh, yeah, I have all the power in the world now.
Or you're like, oh, Jesus, that's Matt Slayer. He's back in toy. He's back in Japan for another visit. Jesus.
You got to say the full name on that one. You have to be like, that's Matt Slayer, not just Slayer and Matt on that.
No,
That's a full Matt Slayer move.
What's your middle name?
Eddie.
Underpants. Matt Underpants Slayer. Missed opportunity, sir.
It is. My whole life is a bunch of missed opportunities. Like,
I feel that as well. I'm literally cupping the back of this microphone like you would hold a pair of balls while sucking a dick because I'm afraid that it's going to fall and I'm literally going to have to sit like this. Like I'm fucking getting ready to jump off a cliff and do wing sailing.
you know what you could do is just
Oh, Jesus. You know, just like,
that.
that's why you make all, that's why you make all the money.
Oh yeah, I make all the money. Yeah.
Totally. You've got like, you know, all these things and buttons and when I look at your soundboard, all I want to do is pretend to be a DJ for a second and go,
Yeah. All you'll do is just turn the sound up or down. There's no sound effects on this fucking board.
Do you know, I went to a fucking small club DJ bullshit thing when I first moved to LA, and there was this guy spinning, and he was like, doing all the things and holding the fucking thing and like doing it, and, like, you know, whatever, dancing. And I was like, oh, this is really
For the audio audience, Johnny just walked like an Egyptian.
I did a lot of dancing. Anyway, I was near the front and I was like, whatever, dancing. And this guy's like, you know, da-da. And I look at the back of the fucking thing and it's not even plugged in. It's like the plug is falling out of the back. I'm like, you're playing he was playing like an iPod. He was literally or a CD or what the fuck. And I'm like, you fucking poser. It was funny.
I mean, who had the last laugh? He probably got paid and got laid that night.
He probably did.
And you paid to see him.
No, it was free, but it was worth the giggle and the story. So I would say we walked out of it both winners.
I think so too. Mm-hmm. I think you just won a little more.
Maybe.
You're like, you got the bronze. You got the bronze that night. He got the gold.
I mean, he got the fucking platinum for faking it for sure. Like
I mean,
fucking like
it's LA.
like literally like like not plugged in.
It's LA, man. You got to fake it till you make it, right?
Fake it. Like that's what we all do. Yeah.
And
Trying to get that last sock.
aren't we all?
Yeah. Look at it. Looks like a little knob.
I mean, that looks like something you should go fucking the talent testing to get checked out at this point.
It's literally a ring pop. Like, I think if your penis is blue and see-through, you might want to check that out. But this is a ring pop. Like a little tiny.
I mean, I have proposed to multiple people with those.
How many times have they said yes?
I don't remember.
How many of them asked if you went to Jared?
No one asked if I went to Jared.
Did anyone say, when you pulled out your ring pop, did any of the people, I'm not deciding who they were, did any of them say, every kiss begins with a K?
No De Beers slogan either.
No.
No one asked me if I spent 3 months' salary on it, which
Did they ask
one
if-
ring pop is actually worth my 3 months' salary. But
Did they ask if it was an open hearts necklace?
no.
Hearts on fire?
No. They didn't even ask about the cut.
You're like, it's a straight half sandwich cut.
No, it's the sugar cut, baby. The sugar
It's a
cut.
sugar cut. Call me Salt Daddy. I looked online today because I thought it'd be a really funny name for a website. Like Sugar Daddy, obviously, but I was like, Salt Daddy, somebody who spends time with you begrudgingly and takes your money would be like a fun, thing. But
I mean, that's what I want to do out of life.
that's what everyone wants to do, right? Like,
I mean, but that's also suitcasepimp.com.
well, that's aggressive, but like that's like a whole other thing. This is like a funny thing.
Oh, this is funny. Suitcase Pimpin' isn't funny.
No, it's not. It's terrible. But Salt Daddy, like that's funny.
No, that is.
Yeah.
On a quick sidebar, I had to talk the fucking club.
Which
They
one?
were
Blue Panther.
one of the names, like one of the Spearmint Rhino clubs. They were talking about throwing a suitcase pimp night. I'm like, no, you do not want to do that.
Horrible.
That is a horrible, horrible idea. They're like, why not? It's a good name. I'm like, no, it's not. It is not. It is a derogatory term for a reason.
Yeah.
Stop that.
Yeah. I don't know. I knew of a few when I first got in, but I don't know of many now.
Do you think that's part of the decline of the industry? Less suitcase pimps?
I don't know. I just, I don't know.
For the audience who was unaware of what a suitcase pimp is, that is a lecherous dude who, pretty much pimps out his girl so he can stay at home and play Xbox.
Yeah. And fucked up their career life.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, usually accompanies them to set, makes things bad.
Is it bad that like when I'm sucking on this thing, I want to bite it so the whole thing goes in my mouth, but I'm afraid that if I bite it, it's going to break my tooth. It's like that is like a dental hygiene failure. Like, I'm really quite concerned that this...
Johnny, you work in porn. You don't have insurance. Don't break a tooth.
I don't have insurance anymore, no. Nope.
Like, don't break a tooth, man. That'll be a horrible thing.
Well, you can't get veneers either because you have like slightly yellowish teeth, right? So you'd have to be like, I'd like veneers, but I'd like one in sort of champagne gold. like a one gold tooth.
No, when you lose one, just knock them all out. Just
like a bowling strike.
Yeah, just knock them all out. Start over. Pearly white.
Oh, look at that. I broke it. And I thought it was my tooth.
The look on panic of his face was just like,
I broke a tooth once eating a large pretzel.
how did you break a tooth eating a fucking pretzel? What the fuck?
But it was hard pretzel. And it had like hard chunks of salt on it. I don't know if you know this, but I have, from a country that has slightly less than dental hygiene. So
No fluoride in the water.
I wish. Anyway, so I bit into this thing and I was like, oh, jeez. And my tooth fucking fell apart, right? And I was like, jeez, the salt in this is like really big. And as I'm like, as you do, like you're licking around your mouth, you're like, gosh, that feels weird. And then I realized, because I spat it out, my tooth had fucking pulverized in my mouth. And I was like, Jesus, that's horrible. So yeah, brush your teeth, kids.
Even mouthwash. Listerine is your friend.
And listen to ASMR.
I chipped a little bit of my front tooth on a bottle of liquor.
Oh, aggressive. Where you're trying to open the bottle with your mouth.
No, this is a bar in Chicago that serves
Is
liquor.
it called Toothy Chips? No,
Yes. It's called Toothy Chips. It's a British pub.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's the Tooth and Chip, actually.
Toothy Chips. We serve fish and chips and toothy chips.
But they serve alcohol in like fucking beakers and things.
Okay.
So one of the drinks comes in like a beaker with a glass spout, and I just fucking pour it in your mouth.
Like straight arm it? You have to like straight arm it down?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I went a little too close and went dink and just took a little chunk off the bottom of my tooth. I'm like, well, that sucked, and just kept drinking.
Just a tip. Did you expose the nerve?
No, I mean, it's like...
Have you fixed it or no?
No.
Still like, okay.
a little bit on, the old chomper there.
Yeah, I have a couple of teeth that are fake or half fake from breaking them over the years.
How else did you break teeth?
Rugby, getting punched, falling down, being drunk. A couple of things.
This is all one night?
No. And then a pretzel. And then also I broke a tooth eating like the most delicious candy on the face of the earth, which is the Cadbury mini eggs.
Wow.
Yeah.
A Cadbury mini egg, didn't you in?
Handfuls. Like, yeah, there's another reason it could have happened, which I'll tell you off the air.
Oh, no, I got to hear this. Come on. No, you can't just fucking leave the audience hanging like that. What?
ASMR. No, I was chewing on like a bottle cap, like a water bottle cap, because I liked the feeling of chewing on bottle cap.
Somali.
No, I just like blasting them up.
Yeah, that's Molly.
Drugs
Okay.
are bad. But so I was chewing on this bottle cap because it felt nice in my mouth. And literally the next day I was chewing on fucking chocolate and I was like, huh, weird. And I was like, I felt like a line, like I thought it was like a piece of the shell on my tooth. So I was like licking my tooth as you will. But my fucking tooth had cracked all the way through, right? And so when I licked it, I pushed the crack off and the whole fucking back of the tooth came off. I was like, cool, soft foods from now on. Haven't chewed on any bottle caps since then either, to be fair.
Would you like one?
No, I wouldn't. No.
Because if you lose a tooth on camera, that'd be amazing
Jesus
for my
Christ.
ratings.
It'd be so good. You'd be like brought to you by, I don't know, Crest, Brushmore, you stupid fucking old man. Floss your teeth, you disgusting hobo. You know?
Isn't it great that just, as we get older, our bodies are just decaying and just failing us?
It's just like your body, like, Jesus, you're falling apart, it seems.
It's so good. Like, I look at pictures of myself from like 4 years ago. I'm like, my beard was not nearly this gray. What the fuck happened?
Do you know that when I moved to the States, I weighed 145 pounds? And now...
How many stone is that?
Oh my God, I couldn't tell you now. But like, now I'm fat as fuck. Like, I'm much fatter than that.
You and me both, brother.
High five. Hand hug. Backwards. And we just have to like hand hug. Yeah.
Hand 69?
That's 69. That's 96. That's back to back. No one wins. Just warm against my back. Just lean into me slowly and ASMR. I swear to God though, like, because I do that a lot. But if I had one of these microphones, and I don't know if I'd be the person that like eats things that are really crunchy. So I was like, right, which just sounds terrible. Or if I'd like the tappy person, be like, this is my hands on your head, or I'd just be like. ASMR.
You definitely don't need to be the crunchy food person. You'll lose a tooth on mic.
It definitely fucking will. I'd be like, oh my God, there goes another one.
I just had this vision of you spitting it out and making the spittoon noise from my cartoon, like ping.
It's like ping. Oh, my dog's like,
It's just rocketing out of your head.
Oh Jesus, like one tooth at a time, like
I mean, that's just one way to get them all pearly white again.
Just take them all out and put them all back in again.
Yeah.
I'm sad because they don't do wooden teeth anymore.
I bet they would if you spent enough money.
I don't want wooden teeth. I don't want
Well, why are you so sad about it then?
I don't know. I just feel like they'd be cool.
I want ivory teeth. I want elephants to die for my teeth.
Nice. That's aggressive. These are all like, what is it called?
I want elephants.
They died of natural causes.
I want elephants specifically hunted by the Trump sons for my teeth.
Yeah, those kids. Sad.
I'm in for the elephants.
Cool. Yeah, good.
Their immortality would be in my mouth.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll eat the elephant too.
Would you?
Yeah. If I prepare it right.
And how would you prepare an elephant?
Salt, pepper, garlic. Medium heat. Can you eat the medium rare?
I don't know. I've never eaten an elephant.
Me neither.
But no, I haven't done that. Don't know why.
No, I don't want to know how you prepare elephant ears for winter. I want to know how you prepare elephant, Google.
You want to prepare elephant Google?
Google has no elephant recipes for me. Oh, hey, there's one. What does elephant taste like? Oh, and that site's down.
Jesus Christ. It just brings you up to the, like,
No,
it brings you to the new premiere of Dumbo.
It 100% 404'd on me. Elephant meat actually tastes like its flavor is by turns.
Aesthetic. The word aesthetic means look, right? Like when somebody asks you.
Yeah, it's aesthetically pleasing. Yeah.
Cool.
Apparently, elephant tastes like spam.
Really? Smells delicious.
It's coarse and slightly gelatinous.
Interesting.
Oh, and there's another one. What does hippo meat taste like?
I don't know, but did you know that hippos fart from their mouth? Look that up.
I'm sure I believe you on that one. I don't have to fact check you on everything.
I feel like you do. Do you know they also like watermelons? Do you know what actually really likes watermelons? Otters.
Oh, they're too cuties. No,
I wouldn't eat an otter, but like, would you?
Would you eat a guinea pig?
Probably not. They're like those little rat animals. You know what? To be fair,
You know they're a fucking delicacy down South America.
I didn't know that actually.
Oh, according to author and hunter Peter Hathaway Capstick, whoever the fuck that
Just
is.
sound it out, Matt. Sound it out.
No. Peter Hathaway Capstick. I was trying to read faster than...
You know, his nickname in high school would have been like Chapstick or like, you know, like it'd be like some word in there that people would fuck with it.
In my personal opinion, that hippo meat is one of the finest game foods. The taste is mild, less than lamb and more than beef. Slightly more marbled than the usual venison. It tastes exactly like, well, hippo is the quote.
Wow. Good for you, sir. Yeah. I've eaten a lot of birds. Birds are quite tasty.
What's your favorite bird to eat?
Pheasant.
How very
Gamey.
how very UK of you.
Yeah, they're tasty. They're like quite nice. Quite nice. They're like they're like duck almost, but like a little less gamey.
A little less rapist.
What?
Ducks are rapists.
Are they?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yes.
They rape other dogs?
Yeah. So duck vaginas are like mazes.
Okay.
And duck penises are like horrible corkscrews, and it's a horrible game of like trying to.
Huh.
Yeah, ducks are horrible.
How do you know that?
It's come up in conversation before.
With who?
Other people on this show, probably.
And how did you get to that point?
I don't. How did we just get to it now?
Well, you brought it up. It's the part.
No, you brought up duck.
Do you know that when I was a kid, I stuck my thumb through a fence. There was a duck on the other side of it. It bit me. Ducks can bite. And I bled. And for years, I was afraid of ducks.
Yeah. So I have a New York Post article from 2017. The horrible things you never knew about ducks. Crack.com has an article about duck rape.
Okay. Just curious, like, were you on the toilet and you're like, oh, I'm going to look at the news. And there was like a blip. Duck rape. And you're like, ooh, I love ducks.
Here's an article from 2007. Some female ducks and geese have involved complex generals thwart unwelcome mating attempts. Could you imagine?
No,
like
I can't imagine having a dick that looked like a corkscrew. That sounds horrible. But I would be able to open a wine bottle wherever I was, which would be great.
But you're not drinking right now.
Not right now.
Well, you're the worst.
I know. But you know what's funny is when I'm drinking again, I'll come back and I'll drink with you.
So, Johnny Gash,
tell me.
There's a duck dick.
Oh, Jesus. That doesn't look real. It's a painting. Also, it's a painting.
That is not a painting.
It's a painting. That's it. Spin it around again. Spin it around again.
Let me find another one.
Or not. Or just like pretend that I'll just have this terrible
There you go.
duck dick. Oh, shit. That is horrible. It looks like, for the ladies and gentlemen at home that don't see it, do you know when you're looking at like amazing stories of random people in the world and somebody's growing out their fingernails like 4 feet fucking long and they're all twisty? That's what a duck dick looks like. So now you know.
Yeah.
And knowing is half the battle.
It's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because don't most birds not have penises?
Read that box to your left there, second one down, big white letters, hard left. Sure is horrible.
Oh, but I'm
It's good though. It's good. Yeah.
Visual gags, off-camera visual gags.
Oh well, you know, I'm just trying to give the audience at home something to want for. So
They want this to be over,
we all want this to be over,
but it's not going to happen just yet.
ASMR.
Duck dick.
The question I have for you is: so you have a set time of a radio show, right? Because that's the amount of time that's allotted and you need, and you didn't prepare for it, and I cancelled on you like 4 times. So easily in that time, you would have had some time to prep some questions. But as I've noticed in rambling here for the past, I don't know what time it is, let's say almost 2 hours, we're almost out of it. There haven't been any questions.
Oh, there's been a couple of questions.
There's been like 2 questions. Yeah. Okay.
You're entertaining enough that I don't have to ask you questions.
I feel touched.
I may have had questions for you at some point, but I drank them away.
Did you with your 3 White Claws?
Not tonight.
Did you?
I may have had questions for you like a year ago.
Oh, did you? Do you not have those questions still?
No, I've had 100 other guests than you.
Oh, jeez, you were.
You're not that important.
I know that. I've learned that in my time in this industry. I've learned that it's like Johnny Cash, and then it's like did it.
Hey, at least you haven't gone to prison yet.
No, I haven't. I haven't done that. I'm a good person. Good person.
Are you saying Max Hardcore's not a good person?
Switzerland.
See, that was a question. I just asked you a question, and you dodged it.
Switzerland.
Dodged.
I'm neutral.
Dodged. Dodged.
Neutral.
Wait a minute.
Neutral.
You're holding Nazi gold?
Switzerland held Nazi gold?
Oh, yeah.
Really? I didn't know. Huh, look it up.
See?
Got a yearning for learning.
Swiss-Nazi relations.
Also, why do you know this?
Because I like history.
Fair.
Nazi gold, which is the gold allegedly transferred to Germany by... Oh, I got to read the actual fucking article. Is gold transferred by Germany to oversee banks during World War II. It ended up in Switzerland. It's the quick and dirty of it.
Right.
So a lot of Jewish fillings that were melted down sent to Switzerland.
Aggressive. I don't think it was Jewish fillings.
Oh, they 100% melted down Jewish fillings.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Nazis were not good people.
I knew that.
They're still not good people.
No.
Do you think you would survive as an Aryan?
Who?
Would you be part of the master race? If Germany had won, do you think they would have purged you as well?
I would have died, for sure. I definitely would have died.
That was an aggressive question. Like, if the Nazis won, do you think they would have...
No, I would have died because I don't know. Like I like just too many people I like. Anyway, lucky to have not lived through it. I feel.
Yeah, but your ancestors were in Europe during that, right?
Yeah, and you know what's funny? When my grandmother died, because she had a lot of secrets, like how old she was, we found out she was Jewish. So we're like partially Jewish, which is cool because they seem like the coolest religion. But
is that how you're trying to get in the entertainment industry? Got it.
no, I just like I'm not super religious, but yeah. Anywho,
I'm sure Jews were persecuted in Ireland too.
I don't know.
I mean, y'all fight about your forms of Christianity. I mean, I'm sure Jews aren't doing so great.
I don't really want to talk about. I'm trying to dodge the bullet here and just mumble and say, but I just bluntly say next, just next. Go back to ASMR.
I'm asking questions, and
just they're terrible questions. I was hoping for something nice, I don't know, what's your favorite meatball, or where's your favorite place to do something, or what is your favorite color?
I mean, where's your favorite place to put a meatball?
In my mouth.
See, there's a question. Nice
question. Yeah,
I had no follow up to that.
No, I saw that. I was gonna hope that you were gonna sing on top of old meatball, all covered in cheese.
On top of old Smokey, covered in blood.
Aggressive. Your
I shot my poor teacher with an M61.
Jesus.
I went to her funeral. I went to her grave. Some people threw flowers. I flew a grenade.
Jesus.
Last time I saw her, she was not quite dead. So I forgot the lyrics.
But she gave amazing head.
It was something I blew off her head.
All right, yeah, fair.
Yeah, America. We like our guns.
Before you got into this, and now we drink, how long did you work at Hallmark as a Valentine's Day card writer?
I still work there.
Oh, you do? Yeah.
They, for some reason, keep paying me. I haven't written a card since 1971, but I mean, I did have the hit of, I love you.
That was a good.
That's all it said.
That is quite to the point.
It was. I mean,
now, did you write those large cards, those big, obscene, fucking 4-foot cards that scream, "I'm desperate and I know you're going to leave me," and also here's a stuffed bear?
I mean, that was my coworker. I took partial credit for it.
Yeah, Brian was a real thinker.
Yeah. I'm not the thinker.
No.
I mean,
but you are the one with the looks, so you're delightful.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was also the nude model on one of the cards.
I know, and that's why I actually learned about you, because of the first time that you modeled nude for me. Well, I drew you in the same fashion as Leonardo DiCaprio drew Kate Winslet in Titanic.
Oh, I thought you were about to say Leonardo da Vinci did David.
No. You're a little less chiseled than David. And your penis is a little bit bigger, so kazaa.
I mean, I would trade it for the world.
Touche. Touche, sir. Touche.
Nothing must be more disappointing to the women back in the day than David. Oh my God, he's so sculpted and
He's
chiseled.
like, it's cold. It's fucking cold out. It's cold.
Have you tried to keep a heart out with Leonardo da Vinci looking at your cock?
He's sculpting me.
I had to sit here for hours. Sculpting's not fast.
Now, the question I have really is, was his dick larger? And Leonardo DiCaprio or whatever, Da Vinci didn't fucking like him. So he made this thing. He's like, oh yeah, fuck face. Your dick is tiny now.
That'd be funny. The real David's like down slapping his knee. Like,
Yeah, like in Venus de Milo had pretty big arms and they were just hard to carve. So he cut them off.
I think that statue originally had arms and it just
Really?
they fell off.
broke quite perfectly. Like they're just flat.
I don't know.
Look it up. Google.
There's so much Googling this episode.
Googling.
I don't know if that's a sign of a good episode or a bad episode where I have to Google this much.
I don't know. It's either that we're dumb
We are.
or boring.
We are.
Does your ring open at the top? Or
It does not.
Yeah, pity. It looks like it would.
I know. I thought that too.
If it did open, would you put a photo of myself in there? Just to think about me?
No, cyanide.
Cyanide. Would you put a picture of myself and cyanide in there? Just to be like to remember our good times. Or just a picture of us holding hands in a hand hug way.
Conor McGregor and cyanide.
There's no proper way to do it. Do you know the name of the whiskey, right?
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah,
That's I smiled. I smiled.
it's weird.
And it wasn't worth a fake laugh.
It wasn't good. Was it worth punching out an old man?
Everything's worth punching out an old man. A White Claw's worth punching out an old man.
Definitely. Give me my fucking White Claw gun.
What do you mean my White Claw's not good?
Oh, jeez. If I get punched out by him, I'm going to feel sad. But also...
I mean, would you feel sad if you got punched out by an old man?
No, because if I got punched out by an old man, I'd probably deserve it. To be fair, I feel like old men don't really pop off at the mall for no reason.
Oh, are you kidding? You haven't spent enough time in America, sir.
Oh, well.
Them Vietnam vets want to fight. They fought for your freedom, and now they're here to fuck you up.
Fair, like, and they deserve it, you know? To be fair, I could probably, like, run my mouth and get punched out by an old man. Be like, can you take a photo?
They got that old man strength. Did you ever actually see the bus video of, like...
Yeah, I did, where he chucked the fucking chair through the window, like, yeah.
No.
What
The
are you
one
talking
where, like, some dude was talking shit to an old man who just fucking just...
Oh, I did say that in San Francisco. You think?
Yeah, I think so.
Like, yeah, it just beat the fucking piss out of him.
Yeah.
I did see that.
I'm an old man. I fought in Vietnam. And
I
just
did see that.
fucking
Yeah.
railed.
Railed the fuck out of him.
Yeah. So be afraid of old men. They got nothing to live for.
I saw one in the UK where a guy was fucking like on the bus and he was harassing people and trying to rob them, whatever, and he had his pants like hanging down. And an old guy just fucking pantsed him and his knickers came down as well, so he's just standing there with his balls and his dick hanging out and didn't know what to do. Because apparently at that point you're not scary anymore because your dick's out.
It's funny.
It's funny.
To us, like, no, your dick's out. You're not scared anymore. To other people, that might be terrifying.
Totally. But,
I mean, I guess if you're just flaccid, it's not that
I
scary.
don't know, if you're on a bus, like I feel like that's the perfect time to laugh. But
Dicks out on buses. Have you ever pulled your dick out on a bus?
no, because I'm a polite and not horrible person.
Those are both false.
Well, I mean, in my line of work, sure. On a public bus with people I don't know, no.
So introduce yourself first.
No. And then say, give me your money.
No, don't rob people.
no,
That's wrong.
Yeah, you're right, of course. And flashing people is not probably...
I'm not saying you
probably
flash
frowned
them.
upon as
I'm
well.
not saying you flash them. I'm just saying you take care of business, fight some fucking prostate cancer.
I'm just trying to figure out how.
Well, if you ejaculate at least 5 times a week, you fight prostate cancer.
Good to know. Yeah. Do you want me to fight prostate cancer all over your chest?
Pass. Hard pass. Hard pass on that one.
Really?
Yeah. Hard
Just
pass.
checking it out. Asking questions. Because consent.
Very important.
It is, actually.
I was not saying you fight prostate cancer on anyone on the bus. I was just saying you fight prostate cancer on the bus.
I wasn't going to do it on the bus.
I mean, it's a public...
I wasn't going to do it on the bus. I was just...
John,
you made the point about
John,
prostate cancer, and I was like,
John,
hey, we're both
John,
men.
it's a public bus, so you should be able to publicly do what you need to do on the bus.
I don't think it works that way.
It's public.
Yeah.
Doesn't public mean for everyone?
Absolutely not. Public address, would you say?
I mean, that means it's a dress for everyone.
Definitely. It's like a communal dress. Are you Googling what questions to ask someone?
No,
in an interview?
no, fuck no. Oh my God, that is, speaking of which, that is the lamest targeted fucking
Really?
Instagram story I've gotten recently.
Really?
So targeted ads on Instagram, because I'm a fucking podcaster and I post stuff about podcasts. There's this company selling a deck of cards
Okay.
of podcast questions to ask
Great.
guests.
What were like 4 of them?
I didn't fucking look.
I should have looked.
No, that is fucking lame. You can't hold your fucking conversation. You got to go to the deck of cards to ask the fucking questions. Fuck that.
You could also, the deck of cards could also be like tarot cards, and you could tell me my fortune. I'll tell you a funny story about tarot cards the other day.
Hey,
So, yeah, go on.
I know what your fortune's going to be.
Doesn't care.
Well, I will. I'm not meaning to step on your bit.
ASMR. There was no bit.
Oh, well, I'm just
tell you a story.
I was just going to tell you your fortune real quick.
Oh, tell me my fortune.
Die of prostate cancer.
Well, not if I keep coming on your chest 5 times a day. Is it 5 times a day or 5 times a week?
A week.
All right. So
5 times a day would be aggressive.
Aggressive. There's a lot of guys I know in Burn that are like, I can do it 4 or 5 fucking. And I'm like, you can't.
I mean, I could when I was a teenager.
Sure, totally same. But
that was 40 years ago.
Really? Awesome. You look good for 60. You look really good.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
My balls don't look so good for 60, but
show me.
No.
And the audience at home, show us your prostate balls.
No.
Do it.
Prostate's not my balls.
I know. Show us your balls anyway.
No.
Show us.
Anyways, you were saying.
Like, I had my tarot cards read the other day, which I really like because, I'm into all that stuff and whatever, it gives me joy. And so, if you've never done tarot before, the person will give you, and hopefully the person's good at it, and this person was, they give you a stack of cards and they tell you to shuffle them as best you can, and then you've got to cut the deck 3 times, and then you pick a card, and that's the first one, blah, blah, blah. And they pull them all out and they tell you a story, and who knows if it's true. Anyway, so I did this whole thing the other day, but shuffle, blah, 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 blah. And she pulls out 4 cards, and then she's like, "No, I did it wrong." I was like, "Fuck, those are, I don't know if they're good, but they seem good." And then she says, which blew my fucking mind, she said, "All right, now shuffle it again." So fair. Actually, break it again. She's like, "Don't worry. If you were meant to get the cards, you'll get them again." And I'm like, bullshit. Because I just shuffled the fucking cards again, and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And the first 3 fucking cards were the same fucking cards. And she's like, "See?" And I was like, wow. And that was, I don't remember the rest, but that was really exciting for me because I was like, wow, what is
a crow in a dress? He does
he does do magic as well.
He does do card tricks.
And
so.
he's fucking good. He's so fucking good.
I know. He did a bunch in the parking lot, and I'm like, oh, wow, that was actually pretty good.
Yeah, and I was like,
he was drunk and he did them.
Yeah, the card tricks I can't, it just blows my mind. I've seen him do a couple of sleight of hands, and I'm like, haha, I saw that, but, whatever. And, yeah, he's a good guy.
So, when did the card say you're going to die?
Oh, well, I don't remember what it said, but it was like...
It wasn't that important.
No, that wasn't the part of the story. The story was really that the 3 cards came back at the same time, which blew my mind.
She did that.
She did, sleight of hand. But it was still amazing.
Or the whole deck says just those 3 cards.
Well, no, she pulled out other ones. They were all different.
That was sleight of hand.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But I've had them done where people are really good at doing it, or really good at making you feel they can do it. And then I've had others that are like, not good at it. Like when you get a tattoo and you can tell they just got out of their apprenticeship and you're like, thank you.
Or you get the first chair at the barbershop.
Exactly. Or you're like waiting and they're like, I can seat you now. And you're like, I'm good.
Yeah, why is that chair open?
For all day. Like, I'm good. Just sitting there on his phone, just talking.
I made that mistake one time.
Did you?
Yeah. Went to a black barbershop.
Racist.
I was the only white guy there. They were very confused.
Great.
They were super confused while I was there.
Mm-hmm.
And this is when I still had a mohawk.
Oh, yeah.
And that dude took a chunk out of the back of my head. Because I just jumped in the first chair.
Bad.
It was pretty bad.
Mohawk's a pretty easy thing to do as well, because it's literally just, you're leaving a piece.
Yeah.
Cutting the other sides.
But nope, just took a chunk right out of the back.
It's funny, when I was 26, I had a mohawk, and it was fucking cool. And then recently, in the past 2 years, I tried to grow a mohawk again. And while it was better than Craven's, it was still shit. It was still very thin. And I was like, oh, sad, I'm old. I'm old as fuck now.
Yeah, you and me both.
When I come, dust comes out and it just says ensure. I
add water.
That like makes me shit. No, I don't do that. It's terrible.
Just add water to your cum.
it's like camping cum. Like you say, it's like fucking dehydrated space ice cream.
MRE cum.
MRE cum. You're like, you're like, come with MRE. Instead of come with me. No.
Oh.
Too far. Dun-dun-dun. Sadness.
But Johnny's willing to service all the service people, so.
Packs easily. And then, if you're on the plane, you're still bringing under 3 millimeters of liquid because it's powder.
It is. It doesn't even count towards your limit.
No, it doesn't. You can be well over.
Fun fact for the alcoholics out there.
Tell me.
You can put airplane bottles in the Ziploc bag and bring those on too.
What?
You didn't know that? Yeah.
No, really? How many? Like all of them? Like 50?
As many as will fit in the fucking quart Ziploc bag.
Really?
Yeah. As long as they're sealed.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I may have just shown how much I drink.
Moonshine. That's a great thing to know.
Yeah, it's a pro move.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah.
Who needs fucking toothpaste or fucking...
No. How much liquid do you have? A lot. I've got this much.
I mean, it fits in the Ziploc.
Totally. Do you know, I flew on a plane coming back from Vegas. It was like one of those like fucking... It's not a private plane, but it's like a...
Like a prop plane?
No, it's like a private plane, but you're with like 30 other people. So you like sign up. It's like, I don't remember like Jet Suite or something.
Oh, that's service.
Yeah, and so I did that, and I was like, oh, cool, I fly on a private plane with 30 other people, blah. But what's creepy about it, because I fucking hate flying, is there's no security. So they don't fucking screen shit. Like, you just walk on and you jump on the fucking plane, you fly away, and I was like, we're gonna die. It's just terrible. Terrible. I hated it.
Yeah, they figure anyone who's not rich enough to actually afford private and willing to spend enough to get on this thing isn't going to murder anyone.
Creepy though.
It's a great way to smuggle a lot of drugs.
Yeah, or like guns and shit. And you're like, creepy.
How many guns did you bring?
None.
Why not?
Because I just didn't want them in the air. I'm not like da-da-da-da-da.
Well, don't pull them out on the plane. That's a bad plan.
I wouldn't do that. But I flew in. I was in Buenos Aires years and years and years ago. A hunting trip, and same thing.
Were you hunting Nazis?
No, I was hunting birds. And also no security on the plane. That was terrifying as well.
Okay, that's fucking terrifying.
Fucking terrifying.
Like
walk through the
South America, no security. Yeah, that's terrifying.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah. Anyway, good place though. Good fun.
Haven't been yet.
It's nice. I'd say it's yeah. Like I was in Buenos Aires. It was really pretty, and food was delicious. People great nightlife. Yeah, cool, good fun.
I want to go.
You should.
I've only been to South America once.
Where'd you go?
Colombia.
Nice one. For the cocaine?
No cocaine.
Did you like sound that out? No cocaine.
No cocaine.
No cocaine.
No. I mean, I did chew a bunch of coca leaves.
Did you really? Does that do it for you as well?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure I've told the story on air, but I'm a goddamn idiot.
Okay.
So my last night in town, I was feeling a little under the weather.
What did you do after eating all the cocaine leaves?
Like I felt like a cold coming on.
Okay.
So I'm like, I'll make myself some hot tea.
Cool.
Used coca leaves to do
Of course
it.
you did. Yeah. So Coke tea.
Yeah. Oh, because
You made Pepsi is what you did. That's what you did, yeah.
coca tea is totally a thing down there. Like they sell it in tea bags.
Nice one.
But I used like the raw leaves and just ran it through a fucking coffee machine.
Super.
So I did not sleep the last night I was in town.
Interesting.
I should sleep now and try to feel, oh God, why did that was not well thought out at all.
But, like when in Colombia, make cocaine tea.
Oh,
Yeah.
Coca.
Coca tea. Coca.
Cocaine's processed. This
No, I
is
understand.
this is au natural.
Oh, I thought cocaine grew on trees in little powdered sacks.
It does.
Does it? Yeah.
It's like it's sap. You got to tap the tree, put a spike in, and the powder just comes out of it.
just like dribbles like
Yeah.
gonorrhea.
I mean, that's why it's so expensive because it takes a long time to harvest all the cocaine from the tree.
It's learning.
That maple syrup. I mean, they're pretty much the same thing.
Great. And I believe that. I do.
Canadian cocaine. That's what I call maple syrup.
Yeah. It only counts if you wear a jean suit. You're like,
Well, that's how you know the fucking maple syrup dealers. They're in the fucking Canadian tuxedo.
I thought they were overalls. And they're like the guys on the, what's that, Ocean Spray commercial where they're like standing in all the,
In the bog.
the bog of fucking like rancid, gummy bears.
Those are cranberries.
Yeah, cranberries. Like we have like a brain. You're like, I just had a stroke. You're like,
Gummy bears.
just like fucking losing your shit. It's like standing there's like the guy and his son, and he's like, we make cranberries. You're like, fuck off. So yeah.
I mean, who in their right mind was like, yeah, I'm gonna wait in the bog all day for berries. Horrible berries that you have to add sugar to consume.
Have you ever like? Yes, you've obviously had a UTI, but like,
I have a UTI right now.
Cool, but so like you've had like when you have a UTI, they're horrible, and they tell you to drink like cranberry juice. Right now, there's the fucking delicious, amazing cranberry juice, which is called Ocean Spray.
Cranberry juice cocktail.
Sure, it's delightful. It's there's like 5% juice and the rest is sugar, right? But it's great. And then you go to like Trader Joe's or like
Whole
Health
Foods.
Food Hut or like some other shit ass nut place. And then there's like Glog, which is not really what it is because Glog is like a delightful winter alcoholic beverage. But you get this like what looks like True Blood from fucking True Blood. And it's like molasses consistency, and you drink it, and it's like doing the cinnamon challenge without the taste of cinnamon. It's like someone went into your mouth and sucked out all the moisture, and it tastes like shit. Like it's hard. It's the worst fucking thing you've ever eaten in your life. Like horrible. And then you're like, oh, what my options are? Yeah, I'll just take the UTI. Cool. That's where you're at.
That's why I still have one.
Sweet. Nice.
Or plan B is just drink so much cranberry juice cocktail that you just, like, oh, yeah, it's only 5%. So I have to drink fucking 20 times what I would drink of the other stuff. Okay. The math works.
It's so bad. It's so bad. That's like saying, that's your logic there is like saying, I'm going to go on a diet, so I'm going to eat half the cake, half the calories. I can eat twice as much. I can eat the full cake.
Something like that. How do you think I got fat?
Well, I think you're skinny. I think you're just, shapely. You're like just hefty. You're like strong.
I had another Irishman tell me that recently. Like,
Was it Conor McGregor?
it was. I drank a bunch of his whiskey. He's like,
you look great.
you look great. It's all in the show. It's all in the shoulders, boy.
Fuck. But great times.
So we're gonna go drink some proper 12 after this.
We're not. No, I'd rather drink that cranberry juice. But
cranberry juice and proper 12. That's a fucking horrible mix.
Super mixture. Like they cancel each other out. And you're just like, oh, it's fine. It's horrible.
That would be the worst shot ever.
It wouldn't be good. No. Have you ever had? I had a really bad. I was in Australia and I had a really bad shot. It was called. I'm gonna fuck this up, but it's called a squashed frog. Have you ever had a shot like that? And it was terrible. It was Midori. So for the people at home who don't know what Midori is, it's melon liqueur. It was Midori. It was fucking, what's the drink inside of Shirley Temple? Grenadine. And it was also Bailey's, right? And like they solidified the center, so it was like a green frog area. Then the Bailey's and the Grenadine like solidified, and when you drank it, it felt like you were eating a snot, and it was disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like the same consistency of a fucking cement mixer.
What is a cement mixer?
It's a shot of Bailey's and then you lime juice it into your mouth and it fucking coagulates in your mouth.
Yuck.
Yeah, it's horrible.
That sounds gross. Do you know what I used to do?
My question is, who the fuck came up with that? Whose brain is like, I'm going to do a shot of Bailey's and then squeeze lime juice into my mouth and it's going to solidify. This is the best.
Well, you know who it was? It was someone who was an alcoholic who ran out of liquor in the house. That was the last thing left. And they're like, I don't really like the taste of Bailey's, but I love the taste of lime. Lime's not going to get me drunk. So, boom, let's go. Oh. That's how it happened. What else was I going to say? No, do you know the other drink that's disgusting is a White Russian. Also gross. And a Black Russian is with Coke as well.
How is a White Russian disgusting?
Gross. It's like, here's why it's disgusting. When I was a kid, and everyone has done this, everyone's a kid and they like sneak liquor.
I've never did.
From your mum and dad. And I stole the fucking church wine, but we had brandy. So I had the brandy in my drawer anyway. But I stole a bottle of Bailey's, right? And because I like sweet things, because I'm a fat kid. So I was drinking Bailey's, just pulling Bailey's while everyone else was drinking like 7-7s and all that shit. And I fucking vomited Bailey's all night. Now just the sheer smell of Bailey's. Nope. Hard no.
There's no Bailey's in a White Russian.
No, there's Kahlua. But Kahlua and Bailey's have a similar, like, sweet, milky... I just can't. Like, nope. Horrible.
That's fucking... That's
rough.
rough.
What was the first drink you drank?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I'm going to guess it was breast milk, but after that, what was it after that?
I mean, first alcoholic beverage.
It's probably your mom's breast milk as well. It's like whiskey.
No, my mom doesn't drink at all, amazingly.
Amazing. What's your mom's vice? Just took a turn. The Bible.
No, I mean, she was a dom for a while, but I don't really know if that was a vice.
Fair.
I mean, would you consider that a vice?
No, I don't know. Skill set?
Yeah. Yeah, she had.
All right, so off your mum then. And,
she had a rack in her living room when I was a teenager.
Nice one. Learning things as we go. What was your first drink? Beer, maybe? No. Because I feel like people don't really start... Like, when you're young, right, and you're like in your early teens and you're like stealing liquor, beer is not going to get you there, right? So it's usually like you steal a whiskey and then you fill it up with tea, or you steal vodka and you fill it with water.
Well, honestly, a lot of my early drinking was us getting homeless people to buy us alcohol.
Fair.
So it was a lot of beer, a lot of cheap beer.
Did you drink with the homeless people as well?
Yeah.
That's cool. I dig that. Nice.
Yeah. We did. The deal was like we'd kick them, this is the 90s, kick them $10 to buy us a 6 or 12 pack or whatever. They get to keep whatever the change was, and we weren't picky about what they bought.
Super.
So they'd buy us the cheapest fucking beer they could so they could keep more money.
Have you ever played, speaking of drinking, because America has some great fucking drinking games, have you ever played Wizard's Staff, which I learned about recently, or Edward 40 Hands?
I have played Edward 40 Hands.
Great.
Does Ireland not have drinking games?
Not quite the same. We don't like Flip Cup wasn't a thing until I came to the States. And either
You're like, we just get trashed and fight our neighbors over religion.
Switzerland. And
Were you denying that happens?
Switzerland. And what was I going to say? I should have said Switzerland, like 7 other comments. What was I going to say? No, and you have all these great games like Flip Cup and
King's Cup.
And King's Cup is good. And
King's Cup is full of vomit.
No, which is the one that has it's like honeycomb stack of things in the middle. It's kind of like Flip Cup, and you've got you've got one cup on either side, and you bounce it into the cup, and then
Quarters.
No, that's a good game as well. But then if I'll do it next time I have a party at the house. I'll set it up, and I think it's called Rage Cage. Rage Cage. Have you ever played Rage Cage?
I've never even heard of Rage Cage.
Fucking great game.
I mean, there's fucking beer pong too.
Well, it's like beer pong, but it's like beer pong mixed with Flip Cup, really kind of. And you can have 10 people play, and everyone gets fucked up. And you can screw people over as well, which is great in it. So if somebody's losing, you can be like, you're fucked, and then they're gonna die in the end of it.
Yeah, King's Cup is full of pain.
Is King's Cup the one with the cards?
Yeah.
Yeah, I played that as well. It's good.
Yeah, where they're making up rules and just punishing people.
Yeah, and then queens are this and fucking sevens are that. And
Like
yeah.
waterfalls and...
Quarters is a fun game as well, but I'm just shit at bouncing the quarter.
Yeah. So have you been drinking? Nope.
Yeah.
It's not fucking happening.
Beer pong is a good game, and I'm good at it when I'm drunk. I'm terrible at it when I'm sober.
I am terrible at it all the time.
Well, at least you're consistent. So
Yeah, just
that's off because
I'm just hitting people with the ball like fuck. I didn't even get on the table.
I feel like when you get down to the last cup and you're winning the game and you're just fucking crushing the other opponents, and you get on the last 2 cups and you can't fucking hit them, and then the other person wins and you're like, fuck you. Terrible.
Story of my life, man. Story of my fucking life.
So if you had to sum up your life in one, 2 words, you'd be like beer pong, winky face,
Losing beer pong.
and then
3
you come
words.
in real close to the microphone and you go,
ASMR.
what does ASMR stand for?
I don't even fucking know.
Look it up. It's like being triggered by whispering, which probably doesn't say it that way.
ASMR stands for. Doesn't fucking say what it is. Fucking stands for what the. It's a noun. It's not an acronym.
Fair.
Fuck you, internet.
So it turns out when Matthew Slayer looks up things on Google and finds out there's no answer, he sounds like he just sucked a bunch of helium.
Yeah, my voice got all high like, fuck you, internet.
Fucking shit.
Fuck you, internet. Fuck you.
Terrible. Terrible.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
Terrible.
I mean, it's going to be horrible for me to fix that in post and make it like normal.
Oh, I think you should just keep it so that joke lands. Otherwise, you'll have to pull out the whole section and then you'll just have ASMR space. ASMR.
Oh, no, I'm just going to keep it there. Just remove that. And you're like,
What was the other stupid thing I said at the beginning? You're like, oh, that's what we're going to put in as the header title. I was like, I can't remember.
I won't remember till I'm editing this.
Terrible. Terrible.
I mean, something about probably coming on my chest, but
Oh, yeah, the prostate care would be good. They can make you my Christmas card.
you jerking off in a Santa hat?
Just, oh, holy night.
Silent night. Holy night. Yeah.
Hold it tight. Release in flight. Oh, man. Christmas songs.
Where's your favorite place to come on Christmas?
To Christmas is always just like family battling. So, I don't know. You don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. I'm a virgin, by the way, so ASMR.
Masturbation doesn't cost you your virginity.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. No, and the thing about masturbation is you can't hold hands with God if you're touching yourself, if you're touching your penis. I saw a sign like that. There's like an anti, which is comedical, which isn't a word, comical. There's a like anti-masturbation.org or something, some bullshit or whatever. I saw it on AVN. And it was like, their slogan was literally, you can't hold hands with God if you're masturbating or if you're touching yourself. And I was like, I've got two hands, so I could do both. I could literally hold hands. God could masturbate me when I just put my hand on my head. And Jesus could be like, well done, good for you.
The fucking
He's just like,
get God to grab your wrist and...
now if there is a God, he's looking at me and he's like, purgatory. Or he's like, that's good. That's funny.
Do you use both hands to jerk off? You don't?
I don't. Mine is actually, I don't jerk off like I'm the waiter in a like cheesecake factory with the giant pepper shaker. I'm not like, yeah, how much pepper do you want in your Caesar salad? You're like, all remains bad. Yeah, use kale. And says no one ever. I'd rather take the.
I mean, this is LA. A lot of people are saying take the kale.
I hate kale. I think it's disgusting. I just. I understand like it's good for you and it's healthy and it's like a leafy green and you won't get macular degeneration. But here's the thing, it tastes like shit and it's fucking salty and there's no way to cook it that tastes good.
There is.
There really isn't.
Oh yeah, no.
I could argue that for Brussels sprouts because I can make fucking delicious.
Oh no,
Brussels
kale. You just have to drown it in garlic and butter.
Okay, fair. I'm gonna try that. I still feel like you're wrong.
No, it's the garlic to butter ratio is much higher than the kale ratio.
Sure. But like it's the same with Brussels sprouts. Like, Brussels sprouts boiled are just called. But if you make a bechamel, right, and then you like fry up some fucking pancetta or bacon, and then you like mix it all together, you like parboil them, and then you like cook it, so it's like this, Brussels sprout gratin type thing. Then it's fucking delicious. If you boil them like my dad does, you're like, lovely. And the green water is at the top. You're like, yum.
This is the best.
This is great, lovely.
ASMR.
And you know what the thing I like about ASMR is like there's like 2 or 3 videos that I like that I watched with someone in the past, and it was like, press. You're like waiting for it each day. You're like, oh, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. What is she gonna say? She's gonna say, press.
That's the fucking worst. The fucking worst.
It's like cotton balls. Like me squeezing cotton balls is the same as me, like, or the feeling I get from squeezing is the same as like how you feel when I push my face up against the thing and go, press.
No. I'm just like, this is horrible content. My audience is like, why? Why are we doing this to them?
I think, maybe if it was like shorter, you'd have concise, funny, great. And then if you made it 3 hours next time, because they're 2 hours, if you made it 3 hours, just think about how good. Because here's the thing, right? Like, I get it. There's been some terrible content where we've just been shooting the shit. And then in the middle of it, we've had just fucking piece resistance and then garbage again. And then just fucking like, ha ha.
So welcome to every episode of And Now We Drink.
Well, that's why you drink. We did an hour sober. That's what we did.
I know. I'm 3 White Claws in. I'm like, man, I could drink 12 more of these and still be fine.
You know what we could do? Like, because, because I think this would be funny, but you probably have a lineup of people who want to be on your show. We could do this one, which is the sober one, right? And then I could come down whenever you can have me again, and we'll get fucking paralytic on that moonshine.
So 5 more invites from now.
No, like I'll come next time. I will leave the dog at home. I'll leave the dog at home because I won't drive if we're going to drink the moonshine. And now that I know you have moonshine, I'd like to drink the moonshine. And we'll just do like this one, which will be whatever it is. And then next time we'll get absolutely paralytic drunk and we'll drink moonshine.
I mean, we have the apple moonshine and then we have the unopened jar of original recipe.
Moonshine.
Yeah.
Which is just kerosene.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we can definitely go throw down on some kerosene.
Sounds good. I'm down. I'm interested down.
We should bring some unsuspecting 21-year-old porn performer with you.
Oh, like I have to pick or you have to pick. You know what we should do is you should pick one and I'll pick one as well. And then that'll be our drinking team. Like, so, right? Like, so your team will be like 0.1 because, and then like I'll bring Peter Warren. That'll be my fucking.
Peter doesn't even really drink.
Peter drinks a lot. Peter drinks. Peter throws down on the drinks. Peter drinks like pubic lice multiply. Like Peter drinks hard.
Yeah. I mean, when I had him on, I guess he had
Peter
a few.
throws down. Every time I've had a party and Peter's been there, like I'm like, hey, dude, you can hang, like fucking sweet.
Us Jews can drink. What's your excuse? I mean, you are partially
Fat.
Jewish.
And partially just the tip Jewish.
Just tip.
But
No. We gotta get unsuspecting.
who would you bring? Like if you like just asking now as I push my face so close. Pick 5 people, and male and female in the pile. I'm just curious. Who would you bring?
2 young, attractive women.
Okay, who would you pick? Like who would your choice be?
Who would? Well, there's some people that have done the show before that I would love to have back on, of course.
Okay,
But there's also some people that have not done the show that might be fun.
cool. Okay, well give me like 2 people that have done it that you'd like to have back, and 2 people that you haven't, and then I'll tell you I'll give you 2 people that I would pick as my sidekick.
Well, who hasn't done the show? Lacey Lennon,
Okay, I don't know who that is.
redhead. She's a speaker girl.
Cool.
She's done Holly Randall.
Okay, so Lacey Lemon or Lennon?
I'd have to check.
Doesn't matter. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Lacey, we'll say Lennon.
Yeah, Lennon. Sure.
What? Who else? So you got 3 other people.
I got 3 other people. I think Kit Mercer is always fun, especially because she hates you.
Cool. Yeah.
Let's see. Who else would? I mean, of course, the homie Alex Harper if she's in town.
Also hates me.
Does Alex hate you too?
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
Why does Alex hate you?
Because I didn't let her come to a party at my house one time.
What?
Well, so what happened is like I was having a party, and like Alex was a friend, and so like I was having a party at the house, and it was like a small group. It was like it wasn't a party. It was like small group of people hanging out. It was like I had like 8 people, so it was small, and she was at my girlfriend at the time's house with her roommate, and her roommate's a friend of mine, and her roommate was like, "Hey, do you mind if Alex Harper comes or whatever?" And I was like, "Whatever." No, she said Alex Harper's coming to your party, and I was like, before I could react, Alex Harper texted me and she's like, "Oh, I'm coming to your party and I'm bringing this other person." I didn't want other people to come anyway, so I was like, "Oh, look, not tonight." And then it became a thing. Like it didn't need to be a thing. It wasn't like I was having everybody and sundry and you weren't invited and I was leaving you on, you were slighted. It was just that the person you were with was going to my house and normally that'd be fine, but you were being a cunt. And I said no. So random long story, she was like, "Why can't I go?" And I was like, "Oh, jeez." And she could have come. It's just that she was being such a bitch that I was like, "Fuck off." Anyway, it became a thing. And then it was like, at the end of it, I was like, "Well, fuck." Like, I felt like I was like cornered. So I was like, "Fuck off, you can't come." And then it became like a thing or whatever. And then I think we made up. I don't know, which is a pity. But yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those weird things where it was like, you've got a friend, you had a spat, like a fight, and over nothing, which meant nothing, and it wasn't like a thing. And then it became a thing, and then blah. So yeah, also hates me.
Awesome.
Yeah, but you know,
you got anyone else that hates you that I can invite?
there's a lot of people that hate me as well.
Who's the top 10 Johnny Gash
Jesus.
haters?
There's a lot. Bobby Dylan hates me. There's a few. Who else hates me?
9 more on this list.
Jesus, I'm sure I could.
I'm
sure I would come
need
with
to know who I'm
people.
choosing for as my partner.
Oh, Jesus, I could give you a list. I'd have to think. Guys and girls as well. So there's probably a few. Chris Rail hates me. Because I punched him out at the Spread the Love party. Because he's a dick.
Was that the one on the rooftop? Like,
yeah, one on the.
was that the one where the bouncers bounced someone? Was he the one that got bounced hard by the bouncers?
Yeah, after he knocked him down with his fist. So yeah. Yeah,
From what I understand, he deserved it.
Sure. The funny thing, like, I haven't been in a fight in a very long time, because I'm old as fuck. And here's the thing, like, and I get it. Like, I mean, on some level, I get it. It's like, look, you're brand new in porn. It's very exciting. There's lots of sexy people, and there's like 2 slots. There's like polite, friendly, happy, cordial, and aggressive and cunty, and like think you're the shit and whatever the fuck. And it was just like one of those things where, in the small time of bumping him into 4 times, he was just a cunt every single time to like friends and stuff. And so at the end of it, he was really rude to a friend of mine, Riley Nixon, and I politely, as best I could, asked him to fuck off. And then he got all hard, and then we sort of fought or whatever the fuck. So that was that. And the funny thing about fighting is you get older is you don't feel cool. Like when you're young and you punch someone in the face, you're like, I'm the fucking, bee's knees. But when it happens when you're older, you feel like a dick, so you just go home. So it was like one of those weird fucking things. But definitely he hates me as well. There's probably more. I feel like there's probably a bunch. So I don't know. I could text people and find out like who hates me.
We should just put it on Twitter.
Oh Jesus Christ, that'd be a great idea. Who hates Johnny Gash? It'd be a fucking Bobby would be like, ah.
Should provide the list for us.
Should definitely provide the list for us as well. But yeah, I don't know. There's probably a list. I can't think of any more, but I'm sure there's more. Like, I just don't know.
Oh, well, let's get back to the drinking team list.
Okay, drinking team. All right, so you got your team. So you're basically picking. Your goal in this is picking people who hate me. And my goal is picking like
I'm hoping.
ex. Who did you date last? That's what I'm gonna pick. Like, who is your ex? Like, that's my partner.
I mean, she's in Chicago, and
I will fucking fly her out here. She will be. What's her
I'll
name?
text her.
Great, text her and be like, Johnny Gas wants to put you in his drinking team, and I'm gonna bring some girl that fucking hates him, and we're gonna just drink opposite each other.
I mean, she doesn't hate me.
Oh well, who is someone that hates you?
Oh, there's a list of those people.
Okay, can you get it?
Let's see. I'm pretty sure Sarah Vendella hates me.
I don't know who that is either. Oh no, I know. Who else hates you?
Let's see. Well,
what about like? Are we adding people who actually physically hate you, who would say it to your face? Are we adding people who are what I would call are grin fuckers, who talk shit behind your back and then see you in public and they're like, "Hey," because the list is 100 times longer for adding.
I mean, I'm on that list for you.
For grabbing grin fuckers is like long.
I'm your biggest grin fucker.
Totally, yeah.
The minute you walk out the door, it's gonna be like, fucking
Johnny Gas. Alex, you wouldn't believe who was fucking in my chair tonight.
I don't know why I agreed to this.
Do you know the sad thing about Alex Harper is I actually quite like her as a person, and it was just one of those things where, because I'm stubborn, I was like, well, no, and then it became a thing, and then I felt I had to stand by it, so I did, and it just didn't work out. But I've done that a couple of times where, for whatever reason, I've said no, and then people, for some reason, get really slighted, and it's not like, one, I'm not popular, so who fucking cares, and two, it's just like, who cares?
Well, you do realize this industry is populated with people that were unpopular in high school.
Yeah, I was one of those people.
Right. But this whole industry is populated with people that are unpopular in high school. And when you say no to them, it triggers fucking like old high school rejection.
Sure, like, and I get that as well. But like at the same time, like if somebody doesn't want me at their house, I don't need to go. Like I don't want to make like, you know what I mean? Like for whatever reason, it's just like a thing. Which is sad. But
your team, sir.
Oh jeez, I don't know. You know who else hates me? Sheena Ryder fucking hates me. Do you know why Sheena Ryder hates me?
Why?
I fucking hate her as well.
I ran into Sheena at a party at your house last time I saw her.
Yeah, and then in March, we met for a drink, and then she showed me her car because she was dead sober, and she wanted to show me her car.
Oh, this is when she tried to kill you, right?
Oh, she did almost fucking kill me. We get in her car, she revs the engine, it's a cool car, and it's like, I will say though, it was a Kia Stinger, right? Which it didn't, it's like a WRX or something like. That fucking car saved my fucking life. So I would say Kia, fucking hands down, good for you, not dead, well done. But yeah, we got in this fucking car. She revs the engine, put the window down, put the belt on. She revs the engine. We're on like a 200-yard laneway, right? And she fucking goes like a rocket. And I'm like, stop, right? And I've realized at this point, which is why I won't ride with anyone ever again. Like I get triggered riding an Uber. But yeah, so we're in the car and she's racing down the road. There's no one on the road. And I'm like, I'm going to die. I'm going to fucking die. Like, there's no hope, right? And we get to the end of the road and she calls out. She's like, 87 miles an hour, right? And because I measured it the next day, we were 33 feet from the wall. On calculating that speed, we had to stop we would have needed 100 feet or 7 seconds to stop. And which means we didn't slow down at all because it was like 1 second was the speed. So we hit the wall at about 80 miles an hour and went through we went through those 4 metal posts in the ground, you know, to stop you from hitting the wall, like a hot knife through butter. And then went through a reinforced concrete fucking wall and ended up like, I've got photos of it. Like we ended up on a fucking post, right? Like just in the thing, right? And then, you know, whatever. And it was fucking terrible. Anyway, like I went to the hospital and somebody saw it happen. So like we get out of the car and all I could think of was Paul Walker in the car and caught fire. So I was like trying to get out of the car. And then there's like a guy that saw it and I was like, oh, jeez, call 911. She's like, no, I can't. I'm drunk. I was like, jeez, fuck off. Like, so anyway, Ubered to the hospital and then she like fled the scene, told the car and filed a fake police report and blocked me on Twitter. So I was like, you're a cunt. Like, fuck off. Like, and whatever. It's like, you know, we all make mistakes and whatever, but it's just like, I'm not dead and I'm alive and I had some injuries and whatever, but it's just like, you were a friend. You're a cunt. Like, go fuck yourself. Like, that's such a fucking terrible thing to do. So
Sheena's on my team.
Oh, great. Yeah, Sheena's the one. If Sheena's on your team, I'm not coming. You know, it's one of those things where you just like, and I will give everyone the benefit of the doubt. I will say that everybody has like a bad side and a good side, but it's very hard. Like we've all made mistakes in life, and I get that and whatever. But I think it's hard for me to like rationalize anything kind to say about her in that situation because it's like there wasn't even a sorry. It was just like you're just an asshole, like, you know. So anyway, that's my rant for that on the air on your fucking radio show. But who's on my team? Jeez, I don't know. I would probably pick Rocky Emerson because she's cool as shit. And
Rocky doesn't drink hard liquor.
What the fuck? Really?
Yeah, that's how we ended up with these White Claws.
Oh god. Okay, then I'm gonna pick. Can I pick boys?
No.
Okay. Cody Steele can't play. Go in the middle of this line. I don't know. I'd pick. Jesus Christ, can't pick girl. All right, it has to be girls. All right. Well, let's see. Who do I know that can fucking throw down liquor? I don't know. I'd have to think on that off the top of my head.
You got to know somebody.
Yeah, I don't know. Gio Darza, we're not super tight, but Gio Darza put me onto, what was it, like pink, like champagne muscat, which is tasty, but it's not what I'd call a hard liquor. Who the fuck else? I don't, I've realized as I sit here trying to think, I don't have many female friends. Like, I have a lot of guy friends. I don't know. Jesus, I don't know. I'd have to think. I'd really have to think. Not Sheena Ryder, I'll tell you that much. I know she can drink though. Like, so, yeah, Jesus.
I mean, she can't crash my apartment.
No, I don't think. I think if you invited Sheena Ryder, I would just politely decline and walk out.
Oh, it'd be a surprise.
I would politely decline once I entered and be like, nope, I can't do it. Nope. I just despise her is the thing. Like, there's no one really I despise except for her. I think if somebody almost kills you and then just fucks you over like in a royal way, you're just sort of like hard pass.
Fair enough. That's fair enough.
That's fair enough.
I mean, you could just try to give her alcohol poisoning with moonshine.
No, I just think I'd rather just not be in the same room with her as a whole.
I'm trying to think who's really thrown down and gotten drunk on this motherfucker. I mean, it's definitely happened.
Definitely. I'm just trying to think of like who's the last person. The last person I got shit faced with was Nathan, but he's a boy, so and you don't want boys.
I just don't think it's a good
No, I understand. I don't know. I'm trying to like, and the funny thing is, I'm like trying to go through like faces of people I've partied with at different events, but some of them aren't born anymore, and some of them hate me. So I don't know. Like, I just think like, yeah. I think it's a safe bet to say any of my exes probably hate me. I don't know, and you could have them on the other side of the team.
I mean, if we could convince her, you could always get Draven to come fucking co-host.
Draven, we could get Draven easily. Draven would come.
Draven can definitely throw it down.
Yeah, no, she can. Yeah, she's cool. I don't know.
I mean, I'm proud of Charlotte for not drinking anymore, but man, I miss Charlotte. Sarsha.
Oh, did she used to drink?
Oh, she used to drink.
Cool. I haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah, her and Lance happy in Vegas.
Yeah, both. Like, I really like both of them. They're really,
I do
really
too.
People.
And I'm happy for the sobriety. Don't get me wrong.
No, I understand that as well.
But it's much like Xander Corvus. I miss Xander drinking to a degree.
I just heard from him the other day. I hadn't heard from him in ages, and he like hit me up randomly out of the blue.
His birthday was like,
no, I know. I saw that. I wrote him a text and I was like, "Happy birthday, Dark Lord." I told him once, because he's like a Satanist and all that, but he's like an in-your-face Satanist. He's like, here's my Satan shirt, and here's my Satan cross, and here's me talking about the Dark Lord. And I was like, you're like a Jehovah's Witness of Satanism. Like, you're like, bring your Satan Bible and your black shirt and white tie because you got to be reversed. And you just fucking talk about it all day long, and just like them, I don't care. But good for you, sir.
At least Satan lets you celebrate your birthday.
Here's another one. If Amber Ivy was still in porn, I would pick her as my counterpart drinker. But she's not. And Jesus fuck, why can I not think of a single person?
No, Amber was always fun.
She's good people, yeah. So, I don't know. I really don't.
Well, work on your team, and then we will have.
I will.
We'll have some
guys. If it was guys, I would have fucking like.
Well, yeah, I'd have a bunch of guys too, but
sure, it's got to be girls. Okay, right. Well,
because I just think it'll be much funnier to, all of us getting stupid on moonshine.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who's a drinker. Everyone smokes weed. It's hard to like think of like who my drinking pals are these days. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
But on that note, Johnny Cash.
ASMR.
His last call in this.
Oh, did it? Is it last call?
This is the last call.
Oh, Jesus, we finally made it here.
Oh, we made her 20 minutes ago.
Oh, did we? We just had some rants.
Yeah.
We just some good rants.
Yeah.
Well, now you have some fucking footage, like stuff where like the dead seconds you can change it all out.
There are no dead
You
seconds.
could take out that part about me ranting on about Sheena Ryder trying to kill me.
Probably not.
Or you keep it in.
Oh, that's probably, that's probably
great. Yeah. She'd be like, fuck you.
I mean, that's probably going to be an isolated video clip.
Oh, it should be great.
I'll tag her in it.
Yeah, please don't. Please don't fucking tag. Then, if you're going to do that, let me at least send you the photo of the fucking car.
So we can I can put it. I can put it in the corner of the screen.
Let me show you this photo. Just
Well, show me off here. Show me off here.
All right, will.
But it's last call on this motherfucker. So where can they find you? Where can they find your films? Where can they find all your good shit, sir?
Oh, you know, the funny thing about that, and that's why I'm a hot button for everybody else, is so nowhere at the moment. So here's the thing, which I'll just say at the end, because everyone likes to bust my balls and say, Johnny Gash is a collector. He's not really important, blah, 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 blah. I didn't release a lot of stuff for a very long time. I have 156 scenes that are mostly all edited. I've had a lot of problems. This is the problem with starting a career, especially important, is no one will give you advice that's helpful. Everyone will give you advice that's either bad because they don't want you to fail so that they can be successful, which I understand, but it's just a little bit tougher. Or you'll hire a lot of people who overstate and underdeliver, and so you end up, you just take a lot of steps. So I didn't really...
I mean, you hired me.
Well, you're great, but like...
No, I mean, I'm going to underdeliver the fuck out
Well,
tomorrow.
I can't wait, but it's like, for that, it's going to be fine. But like... Anyway, the biggest thing was I just didn't, for the longest time, think anything was good enough, right? Which is like your own worst enemy, right? So, and then you compare it to like people that you either aspire to be or you like their look, like, Deeper or other people. And you look at that and where you are, but then you like forget the fact that they've been doing it for 10 years and you're halfway in.
And probably have a much higher budget.
Well, sure, like, and fine, right? But then you compare it and whatever, and then you like second guess yourself and you don't release it all, and then you release a little bit, and then you find out that your fans do like your stuff anyway. Long story long. So yeah, so we have a website, fistbumpfilms.com, lovely. But I think just the way that the business is going and just the cost of operations and staffing and all, I think what we're going to do is release all of the things we shot from Fist Bump on all of the clip stores under Jonny Gash, which is kind of like the new main company, if you like. And then we have a couple of new companies that we're shooting coming out soon, which will be slightly different than Fist Bump. One's called Skinny Fat Latte, which is basically a rather fat white person, very strong black people with other people, and just because it's a funny fucking name. And then this project with Aiden, which I can't really talk about, except it'll be really exciting and fun, and we'll talk about it next time. But there'll be stuff coming out soon on Twitter and whatever. But for the most part, I don't know, nowhere right now. So
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Where can they find you on social media?
Oh, you can find me on To Catch a Predator with Chris Hansen on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. No, just teasing. I'm on Twitter, which is just, I'll have to look at what it is. I think it's just, I'm like a social media moron. Oh yeah, so it's just, did you feel that bump in the floor just now?
Yeah, that was your dog.
Was it? All right. I
Yeah.
thought it was like an earthquake. So it's Jonny, Jonny, Gash, Gash, XXX, Twitter. So I guess. And then I don't have an Instagram because I've been kicked off too many fucking times. And I don't have a Snapchat because I don't know how to use it. So that's it. That's really where I'm at. Online.
Awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
Good shit.
Nice. Yeah.
So as always, you can find me at Matt_Slayer on Twitter, Matt Slayer on Instagram, Matt F and Slayer on Facebook. You can find the podcast at on Now We Drink on Twitter and Now We Drink _ on Instagram. And until next week, drink up, motherfuckers.
Wait for it. ASMR.